Hmm? Yo, gang guy, how's it going? Happy... Oh, it should be like happy... Thursday for you. Hey, big boss, how's it going? How you doing? We got more money. Yeah. Yeah, you should be going to bed. What do I have here? Purchase price. 300. Just price. 180. Yo, Grandmaster Shadow, how's it going? You hate things? Oh no, I'm sorry. Sorry on a hump day like this. Doing good. I have off this week. Just doing stuff around the house, and I was gonna replace my tomorrow. Today I was debating about replacing my Kanba some parts in the Kanba carbon. I have the Sanwa JB kit. It's green. I didn't want green, but this was the only one they had available on hand for direct delivery. So I have that, and I actually made my own. I made my own kind of like custom skin. So we're gonna work on that a little bit. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna do like a recording of it and put it up on YouTube. Sort from doing the gutters. Oh yeah, gutter work is not great unless you have like those leaf guard thingies, or unless you have like some sort of like plastic guard that you put on top of gutters that they have. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, limited games run event. I didn't even know they had like. There's too many game trailers coming up. There's too many game showcases, but I know that there's like a lot of retro games that are now coming back again. Apparently, there was one that was like. It looks like something from like Sega or something like that. Like, I don't know, it was like definitely an older title. I was looking at it, I was like, whoa, I was like, that's coming back? Yeah, so let me just show you. Enhance. Enhance. Is my thing not? Oh, I know why it's not working. Hold up. You have a list today? Yeah, if you want to, I can probably look it up later, but if you want to put it on, you can. I mean, I don't have Xbox, so I don't really... Unless it's gonna also be cross-platform. Enhance. So I was looking online how to do my own thing. And, they had the focused attack. Had their, like, layout, what they would do with it. And also I made 2 of them, so I can interchange the papers if I wanted to. So, this one is, like, of my opening screen that I have. So I have the layouts right there. And following this, I'm going to cut these out with an X-Acto. And this is, like, my other one, too. So this is where the 6's going to be and stuff like that, so... Yeah, so my sister has like a really good printer that she would probably use if she wanted, since she was doing her own stickers and stuff like that. So I was like, might as well take advantage, and I also got like this really good like I got a cheap matte, unenhanced. Cheap, unenhanced. Unenhanced, come on. Unenhanced, okay. I got some type of like cheap matte, photo paper, so I mean I don't really need to do too much with it, and plus also prevents like, you know, it'll just be cheaper on my part, do it myself. I'm not planning to sell any of these or anything like that, so I was like, I was just do my own thing. Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, I mean, they have some of their exclusive for the PlayStation, but like, or the consoles, but it's just like, it's not worth it. Plus also the fact that everything's changing now, it's like crazy. You know, with the Microsoft and the Blizzard merger and shit like that. So it'll be interesting to see what's going on with, you know, the future of, like, Blizzard Activision. You know, will Microsoft run it to the ground, or will they make it, like, Xbox exclusive? But we'll see what happens. We shall see. How much money do we have here? Okay, so we got a good amount in. I'd rather just pull this, return to inventory. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night or day. I know Shadow, it's your afternoon probably because it's, I think it's what, probably like 11, 12 p.m. Aussie time. Yeah, it was pretty chill. I mean, because I'm home, I'm not really doing anything and whatnot, and just mostly cleaning and, you know, taking my mom out. Oh, here's the new neighbors. You're about to get some. Ooh, nice. What type of pizza? They got some cute stuff from our neighbors. I like that bubble thingy that they have here. They have this cute Japanese thing. Thin crust pizza. Not bad, not bad. Pepperoni? Nice. I'm not too much a fan of pepperoni, to be honest, because, like, I'm not too into salty things as much nowadays, but, I mean, once in a while I'll have a good pepperoni. I do really love a good sausage and an onion, and if it has mushrooms, good, but it can't be like those canned mushrooms. I prefer, like, the actual, like, roasted mushrooms where you actually see them shrivel up. Ooh, okay. I do like this setup. It looks cramped, though. Hi, Pete. How's it going? Let's party? Yes, I'm gonna be the psycho. I'm completely a psycho, according to blasted Fox News. Watch out, people. I'm gonna be a psycho. I know it's a joke. That's why I'm putting it out there. This is cute, but I can't see anything. Gotta watch out for short people who will shiv you in the shins. Oh, okay, this is partitioned. Bacon. Bacon is good. I do like a garlic fried rice bacon. Are they Japanese? You want garlic bread now? You gotta get the cheesy garlic bread, man. Oh, this is a purely Japanese room. I do like this. It's kind of cramped, but I do like this a lot. They definitely glitched a lot of this. Soba, sushi, salmon. Ooh, that's really nice. I want more food. Damn it. Oh my god, I'm gonna get stuck. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. There's a lot of getting stuck in here too. Oh, this is cute. I like this. A lot of jumping though. My god, to zoom out. I like that stained glass look. I really like that. Bread. Cheese garlic bread, yes. Oh, that's cute. So they have a small FC house? Do they not have a basement? Oh, there it is. I was about to say, I'm like, what? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, so they glitched that whole wall in here. Okay. Oh, that makes sense now. I was about to say, like, what the heck? Ooh, okay. I look like Shinra. Ooh, this is cute. Okay. Whispered all the... Okay, thank you. Oh, that's cute. I really do like this design. That is really nice. Oh, I'm gonna get stuck. Yo, Ghoulishes, how's it going, man? Happy Wednesday, right? For you. I can't even remember what day it is. I'm so off because it's just like I'm off the past couple of days. Alright. So I guess this person's away. Alright, so let's see where we're gonna go now. Go talk to him in the Sapphire Exchange. We'll do the role quest and then I guess we'll go and continue MSQ. I gotta finish 85 and then I gotta do 86 and 87. Alright, let's... Oh wait. Sapphire Exchange. There we go. Also, as usual, guys, let me know if there's any thing that needs to be done with the audio. Yo, Gaucho, how's it going? Where is Raubon? Raubon is right over here. There's a blue quest. Yo, Monochrome, how's it going? Is there no music for this? Oh, it's probably... What one is this? This is 50. Oh, this is a Red Mage class. Quest. Okay. I will definitely not do that now. Oh, I didn't realize it was that close. No, I don't play on an RP server. I play on Cactar. I'm not really an RP person. It's been some time since I last combed these streets for young Lilira. As a matter of fact, Papa Sean... I keep thinking it's Papa John. Papa John and I would compete to see which of us could find her first. As I recall, most contests ended in my favor. How are you doing, Monochrome? Follow Raubon's lead and try not to fall behind, okay? With my little potato legs, I will not fall behind. She's fond of pursuing the stalls here. Perusing? Yeah, same. Most of the time, RP servers would be idling in your experience. It really just depends. I mean, there are pretty creative people when it comes to the RP things, but it's just like, I really suck at role-playing. I mean, you know, I did like something for like Fire Emblem like years and years ago, probably in like high school. I was like, nah, I'm like, don't want to do that. If she's not here, where could she be? Oh, so we're looking for the Empress? What if she's abducted? Yeah, so I was just like, I'd rather just do my own shit, man. Not in one of these pots, perhaps not. So are we looking for her? Or who are we looking for again? Are we definitely looking for the little queen? I've never known her to be this elusive. Uh-oh. Not good. Target is preoccupied, unable to react. That's odd. I tried all her usual haunts, so unless she's hiding inside a barrel or something equally nonsensical, she must be somewhere else. So bright. Look. There we go. Gods, why did she choose now of all times to run off? What if she had been abducted or run afoul of a beast? I don't think she's gonna get, like, killed. There's no need to assume the worst. We should keep looking, or is it perhaps we should ask around? I was about to suggest the same. We'll find her a lot quicker if we start by narrowing down who we're going to ask. Come to think of it, something Papa Sean said caught my ear. Keep thinking it's Papa John. He thought Nanamo went on this excursion because of the emergence of blasphemy and the beast, to better understand how her people are coping with the situation. So if so, she'd be driven to seek out the most desperate and destitute. Pearl Lane, then. Might I ask you to lead the way? I admit my ability to track a missing person may have dulled somewhat. Hey Gaucho, what's my favorite Disney cartoon growing up? Including shows or movies? Gaucho. Hey, sitting up. I've never heard of it. I mean, I've never eaten it, but I've heard of it. No, I know. Now I know what it is. It's basically like a sticky toffee sponge cake with custard. I know what it is. I want to try it. I should have when I went to London a couple of years ago, but I never did. It didn't cross my mind. If you're putting up Disney, I really like Gargoyles. Gargoyles is like one of my favorite. Was the shit. Okay, so the British have a very weird way of naming things, unfortunately, and they have a dessert or a sweet called Spotted Dick. And remember, terminology back then is not the same as it was now. So Spotted Dick is basically a very sticky toffee sponge cake. Like it's very, very, like a lot of like a thick sauce on it, which is poured with a thin like custard or cream sauce. Yeah, they sell it I think they sell it in cans, Penta. How's it going? How you doing? Yeah, and most people freak out when they hear the word spotted. What do you mean spotted dick? And it's because it's the name. Blame the English when they did it. It's, oh yeah, I mean with the fact that you have the toffee, of course it's sticky toffee. You know, it's like what they have with like what's that sticky pudding? Yeah, it's quite. There's a lot of other types of names like bangers and mash, and people are like, what are you talking about? Bangers and mash and other stuff like that. And then there's treacle tart, which people are like confused at what the hell is this shit. And then there's herring pie, you know, for the fit herring in the pie. They have a whole bunch of other weird things. Treacle tart, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah. I think it's like with a toffee-like type of sauce. I'm not too sure. There's so many different variations, Penta, so it's like very weird. So there's no consistent type of recipe. But I don't know. It could be a date sauce, but all I know is that with sticky pudding or whatever, I think it's like a date sauce or something. I don't know. But I definitely want to go back to London. Or England, for that matter, to go try all the foods. I wouldn't even go to Ireland or Scotland. That's what I do. My friend just went to Ireland. You like raisins? How about a date? The good old food puns, eh? Those are fun. I definitely want to go traveling again to England. Did he get me last time? Yes, and while I'm gonna have a dish of spotted dick, and everybody's gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I want to try haggis. I definitely want to try haggis. It's just to try it once. Same thing with herring pie and a whole bunch of other things. I mean, for me, I have no problems with tripe. I have no problems with offal. I'm really okay with eating pretty much anything. It just depends on the flavor. Yeah, it's just gotten a little bit warmer. My god, gotcha. Yeah. There's that. I want to try some of the other things. Like, I definitely want to try their version of blood pudding or blood sausage, because I know it's going to be quite different from the Korean one. But I definitely want to eat also an full English breakfast. That was my one regret not doing while I was in London a couple of years ago, was that I ate with my eyes and not with my stomach. So I basically ate way too much. Oh yeah, I mean, it's kind of like what Koreans do with sundae. You know, I'm not opposed to eating anything with blood in it. You know, I've had duck blood soup. I've had some type of blood rice cake. You know, it's not bad. I've also had like yeah, mostly sundae, which is a Korean blood sausage. They usually mix it with like rice noodles and some seasoning with it. They usually dip it with some type of like chili salt type of thing, which is really good. Oh, I really want sundae. I'm always thinking about food every time, and I'm just like, I need to watch. But it's not really as healthy, even though it's good. It has a good source of iron. But yeah. Trying to think, what are some other obscure foods in the English terminology that is very weird sounding to us? I mean, besides the normal crisps are basically, you know, they're chips, you know, and then their version of chips is basically the fries, you know, and stuff like that. Alright, so guess we'll talk to Rauban. Pearl Lane has been ever plagued by pickpockets and the like. I'll watch your back, so go ahead and give the search for Lilira your full attention. Canned bread is kind of tame, I guess. Rauban is now accompanying you. Keep him on your side to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Rauban behind by entering different areas by speaking to him and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish. Okay. Is it not exactly canned bread? Is it just mostly like... Where are we going here? Oh, here we go. It's basically like a very, very dense, cakey-like thing, I guess you can say. Maybe? Oh dear. Ask about Pearl Lane. While it may not be immediately obvious, conditions have improved considerably of late. Her Grace continues to support the rebuilding efforts in Albania, which has led to the creation of jobs for many locals, both here and on the side of Belsier's wall. I mean, the one thing I kind of am hesitant to eat is like canned chicken. I mean, I've seen videos of like the whole chicken. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, but I can imagine how damn salty that is. But I mean, sometimes that's what people only can eat. You know? Ask about the poor. In every society, there are the haves and the have-nots, and seldom is divided more sorely felt than here in Ulda. Many of the young and able-bodied work for Loporrits. Oh my god, I hate Loporrito Dorito. As guards, though he earns more in an afternoon than most will in a lifetime. Okay, so we got that from Loporrito. Lurking Leech. Oh, here we go. I'm Minty, too. Well, I'm glad to see you both. Our meetings is not yet due to commence for several bells. What is the meaning of this? I was wondering why I saw that weird video of Gex again from in Dog's Discord. So they're definitely bringing back a lot of older games, aren't they? Because Gex's I know is PS1, I think. Because I know Fox Plays Official played it a long time ago, and I know he complained to high hell about it. He hated the game. Canned food in the Philippines is actually bought because it's convenient. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. But, I mean, yeah. People don't have fridges. I learned that when I visited my family farm. I wanted to see our ancestral home as I know there's a lot of jank controls from that one too, from what I've heard. And I know someone, Fox Plays Officials, he played it, he hates the game, but he just did it anyway just to torture himself and just to get it done. He also does a thing where he does like 100% completions. So I think he did 100% completion. Yeah, I mean, and there's a lot of places where canned food is literally a staple. Isn't Tomba the one that has the boy that's kind of like the young pink-haired version of like Tarzan but with like dinosaurs? Or something. It looks kind of cute. Okay. Yeah, I think somebody posted it on the Discord actually, I think. Is that your shirt? This is Aetherite shirt. Yeah, hey Bass. I still got like 40 quests left. I don't think I'm gonna do all 40 though. But how you doing? Pigs? Oh, they were pigs. I was like, excuse you? Grinding the 10. Oh, grinding in 10, not bad. Nice. Are you doing the spear thingy? That annoying spear thing to max out all the stats. Oh, here we go. R involved. Yeah. That was the one thing I remembered when I played it. I could never finish it. Don't have the game. Maxing every character. Nice. There's no new game plus for it, is there? It's Nanamo, our beloved queen. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's no new game plus. I know. I know it pissed off a lot of people. I thank you for making the journey here during these difficult times. Rise Gex boys. It is my pleasure to properly meet your acquaintance. On behalf of the people of Ezra, allow me to express my serious gratitude for your continued dedication to our cause. It's so puffy. I want to say it's just like a hoop skirt. It's probably a hoop skirt unless it's literally like attached like a clown in clothing. With respect, Your Grace, I'm just a soldier. Was a soldier. No. Still, I say, Commander Adolin would not make such a distinction, nor would I, yet you serve your people and have provided solace to many of Almigo's most vulnerable. Ow. What if we deal with this threat? If we were to deal with this threat, we must forearm ourselves with knowledge. I understand you come bearing information regarding the blasphemy and its victims. She's so cute. We have indeed. Papa Sean. I still think it's Papa John. I can't. I'm really interested to see what they're gonna announce for FanFest. I am really interested if they're gonna actually announce a new expansion. It'll be. I doubt they will. They'll probably have like some sort of other thing, but I would be pleasantly surprised if they do. Or at least it's going to be a collaboration with 16. There's no end to the struggles faced by Almigian refugees, and those who pledge allegiance to Empire are no exception. But rest assured that irrespective of their past, all will be treated with an even hand. All will be afforded such aid as I am able to provide. Monogamous is always, Your Grace. If I might be so bold, I have a question. What do you have in mind for those most at risk of undergoing the change? I believe there is but one recourse. Earnest and open dialogue. Yes. Yes, my queen. Yes. While some are born onto unimaginable wealth and others suffer great hardship and oppression, the circumstances of our birth are beyond our control. Exactly. Very truthful, my queen. Our subjects' fate to the whims of the gods, some would argue. And the universe. I once thought myself a prisoner of my fate, a figurehead, helpless to watch on as my people starved, a powerless puppet, and wanted nothing more than to cast it all aside to free us all, but failed at my naivety. And then was offered a second chance for my privilege. The world is unfair, terribly so, but we have the power to push back against inequalities and injustices, if not overcome them by blessed occasions. To love our neighbor and share in life's bounties, to open our hearts and come together as one. True words never spoken. Were never spoken. Ah, good for you, Raban. But without the support of the people, such words are naught but vain platitudes. Thankfully, my recent attempts to make inroads with the monetarists have met with some success. Despite differing views on many subjects, we yet strive to find common ground. Of course. Common ground. We have been pouring all our efforts into aiding families of Crania Lupi, and while it seems helpful to agree, some still have succumbed and turned. Of course, they're not the only ones in danger. Almegans everywhere, whether they sided with the Empire, fought for the resistance, or were caught in the middle, they all suffered. They all wake up in the night at times, haunted by memories of death and despair. We know what can happen if those feelings are left to fester. The legacy of the Imperial occupation will not be soon forgotten, but rather than seek to forget, perhaps necessary to remember. To acknowledge and accept the truth of it, and that they may properly mourn for those who have lost. I, a remembrance. I propose we hold a memorial ceremony for those who died during the war. Everyone, no matter who they were or what they did, let them be loved, let them be hated, but above all, let them be remembered, and, in remembering the dead, in their honor and their sin, we, the living of Almego, may yet find a sliver of common ground. It is a noble sentiment, but bringing people together who have reason to distrust one another and risking inflaming tensions could be a recipe for disaster. Then again, we can't keep ignoring the myriad in the room and do nothing to address the situation. As long as we leave it to the individuals to decide whether or not to attend the ceremony, I think it's worth a try. Organizing an event of this scale should require a great deal of effort, so I offer my full support. Once you know what's needed, come to me and we'll put that plan into action. Obviously, some will balk at the idea, which is perfectly understandable, so I'll be listening to their opinions as well. After all, we want it to be a ceremony that brings Almegians together. And I was wondering, Your Grace, if I might ask about your approach, well, talking to people, winning them over. As you can tell, I'm no politician, so I'd be grateful for any advice you can share with me. Why, I'd be delighted to. As a matter of fact, I have a number of matters I wish to discuss with you. Oh, hello, Queen. And on that note, I suggest you and I return to Almego. Bye-bye, Nanamo. Bye-bye, Papa John. Alright, where are we going? Almegian quarters. Go, my lovely steed. I love my Shiba. I really, really want a freaking corgi. Please have a corgi mount. I really want a corgi mount. I would die for a corgi mount. I knew our involved would make a good impression, but he's outdone himself. Hug a corgi butt? Yeah, I haven't done that in a while, have I? But is MIA? But is MIA? I found it. Unenhance. Enhance. Unenhance. It's a corgi butt. With zone poople. How's it going, Solid Gray Fox? You weren't able to get the cheesy bread, but you got the thin crust? Nice. Hey, that's always good. How's it going, Solid Gray Fox? It was a big hug. And yes, we were on a flying Shiba. It is our little transportation. It's so cute. You can have big ones and small ones. Not only has he found the new avenue in life to explore, he's also taken to it with considerable aplomb. While his proposed memorial ceremony is bound to have its detractors, I have faith that many will come around. Not all, but enough, I pray. Oh, I'm sorry you're anxious. I hope things will be better. Doing good. We're chilling out, relaxing. You know, it's very hot today. I really hate the heat. So we were just doing some chill stuff. Took some family around to do some, like, planting. And I planted some stuff in the garden. I really have to water my garden tomorrow because some of them are looking a little sad today. So I'm hoping that the next couple of hours they'll be okay and that they will be okay when I water them tomorrow. Oh boy. So just chill around and hang out. Oh, let me see if I can find some sour candy. For our part, we must stand at the ready for whatever may occur. I shall send word if there are any developments. Do the rain dance? Do the rain dance! I don't even know what a rain dance is. I mean, there's a snow dance and that didn't out. Our vault wishes to put a considerable reputation to use. Hey Shay. Sorry, I'm eating a sour candy. It's like super sour today. And sticky. The Harvest Dance emote? I'm kind of hesitant about Taco Bell, Shay, so I'm really glad that you like Taco Bell. I've had Taco Bell years ago when I was like, what, maybe like a couple years, like first 2 years in college. Came back home and went to the weekend to go to Barnes & Noble. Went to get Taco Bell, had like a crunch wrap, and oh my god, it was the worst mistake ever. I literally had to go up Borders. I was like, ugh. Oh, you work 12 hours so you're just hungry? Wasn't your first choice? Hey, no worries. As long as you don't get the infamous runs, that's fine. I hope all was well. And you're probably going to go to bed soon, right? I mean, listen, I've heard stories, like terrible stories about people having Taco Bell. Yeah. So definitely go to sleep, but I hope you had a good day at work. Do you play 14? And Penta, I didn't do the quest. It's never... That's, I never did that. I'm being attacked. I had no problem talking about... I guess it's because I'm sensitive to a lot of things, like, especially if it's super greasy. I mean, I could try it again. Emphasize, I could. But I don't want to. I'm trying to be good. I think at this point in time, I would just rather make my own crunch wrap, to be honest. I'm just that finicky. Oh, nice! Grilled cheese burrito. Sounds pretty good. Do I want to go? Because I'm home this week, so it's gonna be literally like cooking all day stuff. I'm gonna do. I made some Taco Bell sponsored stream inbound. Oh no, god! I was thinking about. I already made rice for tomorrow, so I'm probably gonna do like a garlic fried rice, or I might do like maybe like some type of like bacon fried rice. I don't know. There's also kimchi fried rice I gotta do because we have like a lot of kimchi. I gotta use that up at some point. At present, we are looking into reports of missing relatives in Crania Lupi with cooperation of silver griffins. We're currently searching for any clues as to their whereabouts. Thanks to considered efforts of Ragnar Frid and others, the general public has been willing to cooperate in our investigation. Though many still harbor feelings of distrust for the collaborators and their kin, they've grown more receptive to our cause on the whole. Arnvald's been making steady progress in preparing for the memorial ceremony. He plans to host a meeting between the various community leaders to go over the finer details. In fact, he was wondering if you could assist him in delivering the invitations. If you could spare the time, you should be able to find him in the Mercantile District. Anyway, that's all for now. I've got a few other matters to attend, so if you'll excuse me, duty calls. Where do I find that dance, Penta, besides in Gridania? Is it... Let me see, hold on. Let me go to Gridania. Gridania. Is it by the amphitheater? Hello.
Hi, Minty.
Hello.
For Chocobo racing, Frenzy is bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Being frenzied? Okay, cool. I knew it was bad. I was like, oh no!
Hi, Cheesy.
Like the debuff you get after you run out of stamina, right?
Might be the botany near the amphitheater, okay. Frenzy forces you to use up stamina? Oh, Body Guild. Where is the Body Guild? Oh, there we go. Oh, is it this one? Ethelreed? Is this the one for the dance? Once bitten, twice shy. It's never worked. It's fine. Maybe it's somewhere in between. I'll look it up, actually. What is it? The Harvest Dance. Harvest Dance FF14. Saw that one coming. New Gridania is 12 and 13. So I am not where I'm supposed to be. So it's probably definitely by the amphitheater then. Oh, what am I doing? Oh shit. Maybe it's farther away from the amphitheater? Well-formed adventurer. Oh, okay. They're just telling you what's going on. Oh, might start by the main crystal? Okay. That's a... I was about to say, I'm like, where the heck is 12? 12, 13. There's the delivery vehicle. Calamity Savager. Danya Aether. So this is 12, and then... You have to get the pizza. Enjoy your pizza, big boss. Have fun. No, that's not right. Okay. Generally, anything that has exclamation point plus. This is a gunbreaker. Okay, no, decline. Do I have it? Hold up. Let me see. No, I don't have it. They wouldn't have phased that out, would they? Oh, maybe it's inside. Oh, wait a minute, hold up. Okay, so it's probably in here. Ah, here we go. Got it. Got it. Okay. Ariel has noticed a rare bit of excitement within the serene city-state and would like to share you what he knows. I make no secret about my disinclination towards Gridanians, as you may know, but I just saw a rare sight that I could be remiss not to share with a fellow adventurer. Just yonder over the acorn orchard, I saw a comely maiden new to these benign parts. I'd wager dancing with a gaggle of younglings. 'Twas a dance I'd not seen before, and I've seen my fair share. Hey, good morning, Ross. Good early morning. Should be sleeping, but how are you doing? How's it going? I saw you were playing Candyland. Well, I mean, you know, Minecraft Candyland, but how's it going? Do they perhaps ready themselves for some fresh right? After so much doom and gloom, I shouldn't mind a day of merrymaking. Just the thought excites me. Would you see what it's all about? Okay, so we're gonna go over there. Good, just chilling. Nice. Nice, we love a good chill. How was your stream? Hey Blackzilla, now we're listening to the smooth, sultry sounds of little dragon mailing and her quiet storm twitch mix. My god. What quiet mix. How's it going, by the way, Blackzilla? I hope all is well. Oh, the Siri, how's it going? How have you been? Chilling off of work this week? Nice. We love a good break from work, don't we? What are you up to, Netsiri? I'm just doing MSQ stuff. Oh yeah, it's really hot. Yeah, today was really hot. Today I had to, I was taking my family out to do some like nursery stuff to get plants and for the garden. So I didn't plant anything till like 7:45 my time because it was just so freaking hot. Day of merrymaking, is that what you adventurers think about? I'm here to teach, my dear lady, and for me, these younglings are to learn a most sacred, meaningful, and uniquely uplifting dance. Now, I realize full well that tradition may not hold much allure for the young, but I realize they would up and run away. The manner of disobedience is unprecedented. It is all more surprising considering they obey the timber master without demur. What I wouldn't give to know his secrets, but I must wait here for my unruly charges. I wonder, though, might you ask the man how he tamed them? Can't lift anything for the 2 weeks? Oh, geez. So it's a win. Oh, that's good. And at least you are getting some pay, right? You're at least getting paid for it. At least that's good. What are we looking for? Oh, we're going inside. Okay. Ah, here we go. We're looking for Beaton. Another green adventurer to come play with saws? Apparently not. Speak your mind, child. So younglings will not heed to their dance master. I am to provide the solution. Master Edith seems able enough, but have no generosity towards herself. She has none of her charges. Give the younglings these on her behalf, and bid them return to their lesson. I love these things from like Fairy, from Yumiko Ono. From Fairy, it's like, our role-playing 18+, happy hump day at Tilted Nightclub and Casino, Aether Mid Shiro. That's the location. Come and party with Aether's hottest DJ. Oh my god. Oh my god, I was advertising a Twitch. Oh, that's funny. Where is this? This is the Leatherworkers Guild. Leatherworking Guild. RP servers or something else, aren't they? Let's go to leatherworking. Okay, so I'm at the right action. Okay. Baomianzi. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Bashful boy. Scoop both hands and then look left, up, right, down, or is it up, down, left, right? I wish she'd let us take notes. There we go. Wondrous toy. Have a toy. Oh, why, this is made of maple. It's unmistakable. Ha! Master Beaton would tell you the grain of it. The grain of it almost flows like syrup. Someday I'll be able to be a timber master like him. He wants me to go back to Mistress Yita's class, doesn't he? He always tells us that if you can truly master a piece of wood, there's no excuse not to truing... What? Wait, what? Truing... You can true a piece of wood. Is that even a sentence? There's no excuse for not truing yourself. Alright, I'm going. Where's the next kid? Okay, so the next kid is over by the amphitheater. It's poetic license, my god. It's just bizarre. Like, some of the words just don't flow right, and I guess it has to be like kind of like flowery language, I guess. The license to kill the English language. I mean, if you think about it, this is based off of like what? Oldish European times, like Shakespearean times, so they gotta go with the flow with it, but some things need to be dead. Like oldie English, I don't know. It's great, but at the same time, It's just not fun to read. Gleeful girl. Yo, Snake. How's it going? But I don't want to be a dancer. Why can't we just play? I mean, I guess we could dance for fun, but I don't think Mistress Edith knows how. She's so uptight. Is this one of Master Beaton's toys? Does it mean there's more if I go back to class? I'm on my way. Oh my god, what a bribe. Kids just love a good bribe. Chillin', nice. We love a good chillin' on this hump day. I think it is hump day for you, right? Yeah, just sit back and chill. We're just doing some side quests and then doing some main story. So it could be a little bit slow. I ran off because it's boring. All Mr. Edith says is how we're doing it wrong. Hey, it's one of Master Beaton's. If this is supposed to be a bribe, then you got yourself a deal, venture lady. That's funny. Oh my god. Where are we going? We're going to Nuke Run. Yeah, main, third. Here we go. Any of you guys are going to MGS Con? I'm not, but I'm gonna be watching the digital on the Discord. No, yeah. It's mostly West Coast. I mean, it's kind of hard, because it's closer for me if I'm on the East Coast, but, you know, what can you do? Shoot. Did I go to the wrong one? Where's that? Konami? I don't think Konami's gonna be there. I would be very surprised if Kojima ends up going over there. I doubt it, but unless it's a big surprise that they're trying to keep. I would not be surprised. I would be surprised and yet not surprised at the same time if they were hiding that fact that Kojima was coming. But I don't think they would have Kojima coming. Because technically, you know, and even with Konami, I don't think so. I mean, they could, you know, since it is giving them more exposure for Metal Gear Solid. I don't know what sorcery you work, but the younglings are back, and I do believe we've reached accommodation. It would seem I was stricter than I imagined, and loosening up a bit has made a great difference. This dance is for the Feast of the Harvest, to give thanks to Nofika and the elementals. There must be no aggression in this dance, lest the matron be angered. It's very, very important. It would definitely be very awkward, yeah. I mean, you know, he does appreciate it. He does talk about it a lot, but I mean, at the same time, it's just like, you know, yeah, it's just, he left, you know, because of all the shit that was happening, so. I do realize I haven't made the best first impression. Have you fetched my students for me? To make it up to you, let me show you the dance. Think of it as a kind of peace offering. Oh my god, I don't like that dance. It's kind of like a mix between like an Irish jig or something like that. Yeah, it's definitely an Irish jig. Can't imagine the amount of pestering questions he would get so many questions. And I think what they have to do is that if they ever had a Q&A with him, Gouch, that they have to explicitly say, do not ask him any questions about this or that. But, you know, I don't think he's going to do that. But I mean, he's busy doing stuff for, like, what was it, Death Stranding 2 anyway. That's cute on Lala, actually. I love how he's just standing there and looking. Oh my god. He's just standing there. That's funny. Wow, you're a born dancer, dear lady. That's funny. Sonora's voice. And so say we. I'd shake his hand respectfully. Yeah, NDA would prefer any. Yeah, I'm sure there would be NDA. Why are you menacingly holding your soul like that? Come a sailor from the sea. To show the laddies how it's done. So say we, so say we. Oh, they're both singing. Swing his axe and says, remember. Shiver, shiver me timbers. So say we, so say we. Oh gods, no, Master Birdie, what have you done? You brought a weapon to the sacred dance. Matron, forgive us. We're surely doomed. Master Beaton, you scared her off. We were having fun. Master Beaton, wasn't that a sailor song? How do you know it? Never mind how I know. More to the point, what could have troubled Mistress Edith so? You did. She said you're supposed to be peaceful with the elements, and You should be peaceful. You're supposed to be peaceful, or the elementals will be upset. And you know how uptight she gets. The course of relationships never does run smooth, child. You will all discover this in time. Oh, so they're in a relationship? Okay. Well, we got that, so we're good. We learned a new emote harvest dance. Okay. Talk to Armvold. $1 mil glam contest. Wow, okay. Moonlit kiss. That sounds like something from like a 2000 from the 2000s. Sounds like Moonlight Shadow from like that song in DDR. Here we go. Thanks for coming. It should come as no surprise that planning a memorial ceremony for the whole bloody nation would keep a man busy, but by Ralger, this is something else. The hardest part's been gathering information on those who died in the war, especially when it comes to the skulls and the other conscripts, and they're the ones who we need to treat most carefully. We don't acknowledge the crimes of our kin in all their painful truth, then we do a disservice to their victims, living and dead. If we let people paint them as monsters who did monstrous things we believe we would never do, then we perpetrate a different, but no less dangerous lie. As for preparing the event itself, I'll be holding a meeting with members from each of the settlements around Gir Abanya. I sent invitations to most of them already, but I was hoping you'd help me with the last two. There's Mirrors Na in the Peering Stones and Sharisha Viranila. Oh, aren't these the beast tribes? Oh, okay, so, the point of the dancing emote was to do it for the garden, so is it the island that we're getting it? Oh, you're talking about my garden, right? Oh my god. I had to think about it, I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, what? I was like, are you talking about the island that's coming up? Oh, I get it. God. I am not doing it outside in my backyard where where my backyard neighbors can see me doing a dance. No way, sir. No way. I will not embarrass myself in public. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they refuse, considering how their people suffered at the hand of the skulls. But I hope we can remind them that deep down we're just people trying to survive, to protect our loved ones. We may have driven the Empire from our lands, but as long as we hold fast to the grudges born from their attempts to divide us and set us against one another, we'll never be free of their legacy of cruelty. With that in mind, I've included an account of my experiences with the Silver Griffins and the people I've met. Victims, collaborators, their friends and their family, men and women who lived through it all, survivors. Even if they refuse to join the ceremony, at least they will know and hopefully understand our reasons to holding the event. Granted, I've not much practice in writing important letters, but I think they'll get the message. You being the one to deliver them will make a world of difference, I'm sure. Take care, won't you? Alright, where the heck are we going? The Fringe's Peering Stones. What do I want to ride? I still only have one page of mounts. I gotta get more mounts. What do I want to ride today? I'm still gonna go with the Shiba. Oh wait. Oh, here we go. They're literally right here. Greetings, friend. It has been too long since we last spoke. What brings you to my village? That was a quick read. So the rumors are true. I need not read this letter in full to know its contents. I understand that Ragnarfrid's volunteers are working to support the families of those lost in the war, which few will deny is a worthy cause. Both include the relatives of the Crania Lupi. The Skulls watched the Empire slay us in our thousands, and they turned their cloaks and fought for our oppressors. And you would ask us to mourn the deaths of these curves alongside their victims? You have every right to be angry and to refuse. Arenvald wishes only that you read his account before coming to a decision. To dismiss it out of hand would be discourteous. Very well. Family. It's always about family, right? It's like, we never turn our back on family. I could just imagine the freaking Vin Diesel meme coming through here. As, nah, my tribe is my family, and I know too well the responsibility that brings. I would do anything to protect them. Anything. Loyalty, pride, conscience, my very soul. It's all meaningless if I cannot ensure the safety of those I love. I suspect some skulls have been faced with the self-same choice, but to see how their kin suffered, I cannot say I do not understand, but I wish that I did not. Their crimes will never be forgiven. They cannot be, but I and any others who are willing can offer our prayers for these tortured souls and the men who they could be. Oh, that's cute. I accept the invitation not on behalf of the M tribe, but as Mira's Na. Though I will put the question to my people that they may decide for themselves. I'm also eager to make the acquaintance of the person who wrote this letter. He is not want to turn a blind eye to the bitter truth, painful though it is to confront. The meeting will be the perfect opportunity to take his measure. Good. Okay, so we got that one down. Okay, so we're gonna talk to him. Oh no, that's Oh, what is this? Brooding Mother. Marizna has a message for you. The difficulty of this quest will be zinced to your current level. Maybe I'll do this with Reaper. Greetings, Minty. Okay, see you in health. Hail. We're fortunate that you returned unscathed from that business involving the recipient one. Thanks to you and Mizetia, the Kalyana has been keeping away from it. Speaking of the Nanta? A messenger came from the Vera. No, the message from the Vera came by not long ago looking for you. Sirisha has some matters she'd like to discuss with you. Perhaps you can pay her a visit? Oh, okay. Whee! Oh, I should get on the beast tribes. I'll do that later. Oh, it is the snake people. That's right. I was like, wait a minute. Where is this person? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Come on. Welcome, Minty. Allow me to once again express our gratitude for your heroic deeds. To think that the Kalyana should summon that mockery of Sri Lakshmi for a second time makes my blood boil. Our village owes much to your bravery, and yet I am compelled to request your aid once again. Yeah, so depending on where you are in the game, depending on the areas you go to, if you complete certain requirements, you can actually fly. My beloved daughter Alpa is a member of the Resistance, though she is a young and unskilled in many ways of war. She labors tirelessly for the freedom of Gir Albania. Oh shit. One day Alpa will inherit the mantle of Broodmother, and there is much I must teach her. Despite our newfound freedom, many trials wait in the days come to the people of Gir Albania. We need not only strong leaders, but able successors to lead into the future. I have written a letter for Alpa explaining why she must return to Viranilia at once. However, I anticipate that her superiors will be against her leaving on such short notice. As a friend of Resistance, you have been able to persuade them to release her from her service. Will you grant us your cooperation? I will handle this, yes. Your selflessness knows no bounds. Please give this letter to Alpa. She's stationed at Alralber's Reach. I pray for a satisfactory outcome. Or else. Basically what it is. Yeah, so... hold on. Where are we? Here. Okay. So in this game, depending on which section you go to, you have to complete these things called Aether Currents. So the Aether Currents are what help you with flying, and with your speed in the game. So these here, the yellow crystals, are basically special quests you have to do in order to get them. To get these yellow ones done. And these green ones, you have to find them. So I'm still working on this whole page here. So, but yeah. Hi Itsuki, how's it going? Happy Wednesday. How have you been? I need that letter from Albert's Reach. Hope you're having a nice chilling. Okay, now where is... Oh, we can't even fly here. Okay, there's also certain areas where you can't actually fly. Yes, I'm Alpia. A missive from my mother, you say? Let me see that. It's true. I got Halo 1 for a few bucks. I was like, nice! Did they just relieve it recently? I mean, did they just release it recently? Or it's been out for a while? And I think because the summer sale's still actually going until... I think until the 12th, actually. Or maybe the 14th. Wait, calm down, will you? The first things, haven't you gotten anything to say to the one who brought you the letter? Master Chief Collection's been around for a while. Okay. Yeah, a lot of games are on sale. You're right, where are my manners? I'm very grateful for you to delivering this message. Ah, you're Binti Cell, conqueror of Castilian Volodinia, aren't you? Of course, I recognize you straight away. It's a pleasure to finally meet you in person. I am Jolim, and I report to Alpa here, believe it or not. I suppose I should explain why I don't want to go back, seeing as you're traveled all this way. Although I have assumed the title of Battle Maid, fighting isn't exactly my forte. I'm much better at metalworking, and since joining the Resistance, I've been placed in the command of a small group of blacksmiths. While others are out capturing Volodnia, I was here at the Reach crafting armaments, if I can only be there with them. I've been doing good, just been busy with work and then just chilling, you know, this week. Hope all was well with you. I'm proud of the work we do supporting our soldiers, but I want to be more involved. That's why I've come up with a plan to turn Castellum Voldonia into a resistance fortress, with the newly formed Veladonia gatekeepers in charge. Alpa went straight to our commanding officers and volunteered for the post of captain. It was certainly a surprise to hear they agreed with it, but she was only given permission on the grounds that I'd be assigned as her second in command. And she's been nagging me constantly ever since. Anyway, my blacksmiths are mainly made up of Ananta, since we excel at forging weapons and armor. On the other hand, most of the frontline units both include Anyata and Striders. Our superiors were concerned that even though I'm a member of the Resistance, I spent most of my time among my own kind. Jolum's here to teach me the ways of the people of Gir Abanya. Although officially she's the one leading the unit, I'm here to act as her mentor. You still gotta learn about us Striders, though. The other day she tried to take off my uniform. Are you still going on about that? I thought you were getting ready to shed your skin, so I tried to help you out of your clothes. That's funny. How many times I have to tell you we don't like Anata. You bumbling ninny. I just had an itchy back, that's all, and I'm quite capable of getting undressed myself. That's funny. That's cute. Let's not get into all that again. So, where are we? Ah, the letter. I will send word to Mother, tell her why I'm not going home. I'm sorry to have you involved in all this. Oh wait, there's one more thing. While you're here, there's something I'd like to ask you. Would you be able to meet us at Bologna? Okay, let's go. Thank you so much. Jolum and I will be waiting for you at the Castellum. Doing well, learning how to boost your GPU clock speed. Nice! Good for you. Just make sure you have enough cooling and stuff like that. Last time what did I do? Last time I actually undervolted it, but I don't know if I did any updates and it reset everything. So far I haven't had any issues. I think the biggest thing is to test out Calypso protocol. That would be one thing. Yeah, make sure you have adequate fans if you're gonna do that. Oh, we're going into this place? Oh, it's been forever since we went to this one. And desperately needs it, yeah. You got this, just be careful. Bark, bark. You're here, and I hope you had a safe journey. As I mentioned earlier, the Resistance wishes to repurpose this place as a new stronghold. Good night, got the food. Fifth man is Kota Ibushi, the Golden Elite. How's it going, Justin? The bridge is important, strategically speaking, and mainly used by allied forces to and go from Gridania. But now Imperial forces have been driven out, we can expect more civilian traffic in the future. That said, if 10 score legendaries suddenly show up and demand their bridge back, we'll be hard-pressed to hold them off with the forces we have stationed now. Tell me, Minty, what do other people do at times like this? The Grand Companies recruit full adventurers like me. In Ishgard, the Templar Knights petition adventurers to take leaves. We'll do that. What a fantastic idea! Adventurers could cover our lack of enlisted soldiers, for at least the time being. Let us spread the word that Volodya gatekeepers are offering work. There's not a moment to lose. You're an adventurer. You'll sign up to help, won't you? Yeah. I suppose I could lend you my strength. I like the S thing. I hope you're doing well on this Wednesday, Justin. 1,000 blessings upon you. Let's begin by... Ah, someone's waiting. Wait, is that who I think it is? That's her mother, isn't it? I feel like it's her mother. Yes, it's her mother. Did you break up with your sister for me? Yes, I did. I read your message, Alpha. I've informed the Voldania gatekeepers and made their captain. That's what I wrote, isn't it? I got an important assignment and I tend to see it through. Oh, and what's this important assignment which you speak? Mother and daughter fight. Good, now we don't need to sneak around by her. What? What type of sneaking? There is no sneaking. I'm responsible for converting this place into a full-fledged resistance fortress. Ugh. You possess many virtues, but strength in battle is not among them, yet you believe you're capable of leading this endeavor. Very well. The entire region stands to benefit from strengthened borders, our village included. I remember, Alpa, you are my heir. Cannot shirk this responsibility forever. You may remain here on one condition. It'd be soon time for me to shed my skin. When it's over, I shall return to inspect this stronghold. If your work is found to be unsatisfactory, nothing you will say or do will stop me from taking you back to Virenila. Fine, have it your way. When you see what I've done with the place, you'll regret ever doubting me. Oh my god, this is literally drama between mother and daughter. I look forward to it until we meet again. Fare you well. It seems my debt to you continues to grow. Please grant my daughter your counsel. Though she is rash and impulsive, her spirit burns brightly. You should let your daughter do whatever she wants. You know, she'll go back home when she needs it. You know, when she realizes it, you know? So if we succeed, Valedonia shall provide Virinila with great security. If we fail, the village gets its future successor back. Your mother certainly knows how to negotiate. That's like every beast quest except the Mughals. Yeah, the Mughals are a whole nother thing, Penta. I didn't think of that. Them snake hips don't lie, though. Oh yeah, they do not lie. If you say so, Captain. Wait, what needs doing first? I mean, they are, you know, snaky. If we're gonna hire adventurers, we need to choose the right person for each job, and I think we need to think about payment too. Got it. I'll tell Ashana, Madhura, and others to get started on things organized. You can say it's definitely Shakira. So these are the Shakira of the Final Fantasy world. These hips don't lie. They can rely on you. There's still a good deal before Mother sheds her skin, so let's use it to the best we can. Put up the banners, they'll show everyone this castle is now under the jurisdiction of the Valedonia gatekeepers. I hope we can count on your help too, Minty. Yes. Oh, it is a tribal quest. Oh, I didn't know this was a tribal quest. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I did not realize that. That is definitely interesting. Wow, there's so many of these guys. Multiple hips don't lie. Well done, gatekeeper, to take command of Calistrum Valdonia. Oh, nice. We're friendly with the Vero. Nice. Yeah. Call me Snake One. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's definitely cute. I like that. Alright. Oh, we were so close to getting freaking 72. Alright, let's go back to stage. Most of the time my queue times are like pretty short because like I'm with my FC, so let me see. Alright. Butt. Look at the butt! Look at the little wee paws. They're so cute. Maybe Shiba. Look at how happy our little Shiba is. I'm sorry, it's just so cute. So damn cute. Alright, so where are we now? Listen. I like butts. Yep. I like them butts and I cannot lie. Oh, good. Come on! You don't like those turkey butts? Those turkey legs? Look at that fuzzy butt. Come on. Can you not like this? Come on. You got... fluffy. Oh, so we gotta do stuff with her too? Okay, I didn't realize that. They got them turkey legs too, come on. Then it is as I suspected. You like the human, but my god. There are rumors that such a ceremony would take place. Although you've traveled far to make this invitation, I must decline. We cannot mourn the loss of the fallen, even if Crenelupi are to be counted among them. Like Kalyana, they choose to aid the Garlean oppressors, killing and bleeding those who would pillage our lands, and cowards and traitors all. And are we to assume that Kalyana, who died fighting for the Empire, will be honored as well? If so, then there's all the more reason for us to refuse. That is your right, no one will say otherwise. I only come to present a letter that you read in full. Arenvald understands, we'll do that. We'll do that. If you insist. No one was spared suffering in the occupation, not the resistance, nor the collaborators, nor the families of both. No one. That so many would die in shame and ignominy, having sold their souls to only lose everything as a tragedy and a lesson. If they are forgotten, then the lesson of their folly is forgotten. For the sake of this land we call home. I will join you in remembrance and implore my people to do the same. In mourning, we may strengthen our ties with our neighbors as well. By together facing our past, we can build the foundation for lasting peace and prosperity. It'll be my honor to attend the proposed meeting, and I look forward to personally thanking your friend Arenvald for his dedication. And my peers have much to learn from the example he has set. Alright, so where are we going now? We're going back here. I think once we're done, I think we should be okay. At World's End. Oh, yeah. Okay. I know where we are. I got confused. I'm like, what? Okay, here we go. So out of fair in the fringes. They said that about me? That's rare for me to get such glowing praise, especially from the renowned leaders like Sarissa and Marizna. Before I get ahead of myself, though, I must remember that this is only the beginning. Bringing everyone everyone together is one thing. Coming to an agreement on an extremely diverse issue is another kettle of fish entirely, as Her Grace was quick to point out. But as she's taught me, if our cause is just and our hearts are true, those of like mind will surely answer the call. And answer it they have. While there's bound to be differences of opinion, I'm sure there's nothing we can't overcome if we put our minds to it. To that end, I hope you could join us if you got time to spare. There's a few loose ends Ragfred and I need to tie up beforehand, so we'll just meet you at the palace as soon as we can. Just having you there will make a world of difference. We're going to the adjoining area. Speak to the Royal Guard. Alrighty. Time to fly, my little loyal steed. Whee! Royal Guard, here we go. Here for the meeting, yes? Yes, we are. Oh, this palace. I completely forgot this was the palace. Oh, what is this? So while we all agree upon the importance of the ceremony, we recognize the inclusion of Crenelupia will be distressing for many. I too lost family at their hand. I could never ask the others to forgive and forget. But for all their crimes, they're Almegians, just like us. None made the decision to side with Gar made lightly. They had a choice. They chose to betray us. Betray. And who among us have not made difficult choices for kith and kin? And do not forget that Bordola chose to stand between us and a primal. What does it have to do with it? They're all arguing. Brothers and sisters, arguing will avail us not. Who is this one? What is this? The fate of Amiga rests on my shoulders and yours. On those of every man, woman, child that calls this land home. To uphold our honor, to strive for prosperity, to protect our loved ones, we all know the weight of these responsibilities. 'Twas the self-same weight which drove many of our people to serve our oppressors, misguided as it was. And although they chose a different, unconscionable path, in the end we all wanted the same thing, to deliver our families from persecution, that they might have lived to see one more day. Because another day in shame and self-hatred was still better than none at all. This is like such dramatic music. The regretful dead are survived by their despair, a despair which threatens to drag us all into the abyss from there's no escape. Know that it surely will if we welcome it into our hearts out of disdain and those we cannot forgive. Well, can you mention that you'll turn into the freaking creatures? We Almegans will not be easily defeated. We will stand united and conquer this menace. Gaucho, you've hacked the system and got to 100 Final Fantasy XIV? I'm kidding. Nice. Nice. Are you gonna do Crisis Core isn't out yet, right? For the remix? Because I know there's the mobile game. We're free by the blood of our fallen brothers and sisters. We are free. Free to lock away the pain and pretend that it has no power over us until it festers and takes us in our beds. And free to lay it bare and let it breathe. To acknowledge and mourn our people, the best and their worst. Yeah, okay. That's what I was like, I wasn't sure. You were working on that one later? Nice. The past is ours to bear, all of it. I really wished that, and I don't remember if they did it right, because I know in the mobile he looked very different. I really hope that they still kept with Gak's Genesis, like, model. I hope he still looks like it. Like, I don't know. We'll see. Ever Crisis the remake. Okay, then part 2. Let us make Almigo a nation where no man is left behind, where he can make all the wrong choices and still be afforded a chance to make ones right. But I guess they had to ask him to come back, but I don't know if they ever made him come back there. Genesis. Good lord, Genesis. Good old Gak. Still pretty close to Gak? Okay, good. Good. At least still that, because, dear God, I had a big obsession with Gak back in high school. Oh, man. He hasn't been really doing too much stuff because I think his health hasn't been too good. I mean, he's been doing okay, but I think his, he's been doing some other stuff. I think he took a year off because of health issues. And now he was actually doing some weird Nobunaga Sengoku Basara type of thing. I was looking at it, I was like, what? I saw the preview on his Instagram. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I was like, okay, this looks pretty cool, but I'm like, damn. Fear the Gakt attack? Yeah. I gotta play Bujingai, because that's the game that I really bought because of him. I mean, granted that's not the best game, but you know, it's because of Gakt. Oh man. That was some time. And it's funny because he always wears like blue contacts or like some different colored contacts, and then for the thing for that Japanese drama he was doing, he didn't have to. I was like, damn, this is weird. For years I've seen him with colored contacts. That one better than any of us could have hoped for. You have my gratitude for your part in the proceedings. We both know who the real hero of the day was. This is all our involved's idea, and it was his words that finally won over the naysayers. Now that we have the community leaders on our side, we should have a much easier time convincing the rest of the citizenry. Gak to enter the Gakko? Oh my god. If he ever does a spoof game like that, I will buy it just because. I don't care if it's a shit game or not, I will just buy it, and I'm sure he would. Oh my god. But apparently he's also really big in PUBG, but I don't know. Of course, holding the ceremony is by no means the final objective. No matter what we say, some will refuse to attend. It's my hope, however, that it will still serve to provide a measure of closure for us all and to ease the plight of vulnerable and ostracized. That's too funny. I mean, of course that's his name too, so that gets close. Speaking of which, you recall the last incident with Fordala at Grania. This young girl she saved, and her mother wishes to thank her personally. Considering what happened the last time, though, I have reservations. It would be a valuable opportunity to present a former skull in a more positive light. On the other hand, I don't need to tell you how unpredictable she can be. And that's before taking her echo into consideration. But that's a conversation for another day. Go get some rest, you've earned it. Alright, how many more quests do we have with this? Trade of Skulls. Endwalker role quests. So we have 2 more left with the healer one. Okay. Blasphemy Hunter may seem calm and collected from the distance, but you expect something's amiss. Something terrible has happened. I love the tale. It's Ferdola, she escaped. Oh. Corey! Hello! Hello everybody from Corey Bear. Oh, it's a bear raid. How's it going, Corey? Let me give you a shout out. Thank you so much for raiding and choosing me to hang out with. Let me give you a shout out. How do you raid? How do you shout out? Hi again, Pork Chop. Hello, Steedling.
Brogan. Oh my god.
No worries, no worries. This is actually kind of a spoiler alert, Corey, because this is part of Endwalker, unfortunately, so I don't want to spoil you on that, since you're, after Stormblood. So, but welcome underrators. Hello everybody from, Corey Bear stream. My name is Little Dragon Meiling. You can call me Mayor Meiling. I am a variety streamer with a high gaming focus, occasional crafting, and cooking streams. We are currently working on the Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker MSQ. We are getting kind of close to, I guess I wouldn't say close, but we're kind of like 40 quests before we finish the end of this expansion so far. And yes, we were fangirling over Gact. Oh my god, Gact. Gact was such a god back then in the JRPG scene. I mean the J-rock scene and stuff like that. Huh. He was so hot too. My high school anime field days. Oh my god. Hi Foxhound, how's it going? How was Judgment? How far did you get on it? Oh dear, here's Ferdola. She was accompanying the squadron on a training exercise. One moment she's there, the next thing she's gone. I didn't think of it much at the time, but she's been acting strangely since she went to meet that mother and child. You know, the ones who wanted to thank her for saving the girl's life. When I told the Commander Alden about it, he went charging after Alagrania to ask them if they had any ideas where Fordola might be. But I thought about going after— oh shoot. Main screen. Main screen. Yes, actually. She is life-size. This is a prop I made for Comic-Con last year and for PAX East, and I'm hoping that if they have anything coming out for Hades 2 next year at PAX East, I am bringing this again, because this is the life-size Dusa head. Nobody has ever done a life-size Dusa head ever. Most people do like their own face into Dusa, but I'm like, it is actually her head, and there's the feather duster. This was actually very fun to make, and this was actually a rush job. It took me like a week to just do this. And I had the help of my sister with the painting, but it actually worked out fairly well. And she actually is on a pole, which I reused from my sister's old cosplay from Dynasty Warriors, and it's like a royal pole. So basically, when anybody's like to find us, I'm like, look for the floating Medusa head. I mean, a lot of people thought it was like Medusa's head, just like, you know, me just staking her head on a pole. I'm like, okay. But but most people that knew Hades, they're like, oh my god, it's Dusa. It looks like, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Main screen. Do I not have my thing on? Main screen. There we go. It's my Wilson? What are you talking about, Pete? Yeah, so I hope you guys have a chill day. If you guys have to hop out because this is spoilers for Endwalker content, you know, no, it's oh, you mean from Castaway? Yes, I guess this is my Wilson, I guess you can say. I guess you can say it is my Wilson, I don't know. Alright, where the heck are we going? I mean, she makes for good conversation, and plus I could just imagine all the things that you're thinking about, you know, cleaning and stuff like that. Well, yeah, where are your manners, Pete? How rude. You didn't say hi. You didn't say hi to Corey. Whee! There we go. I will be lurksies, but I'm not super worried about spoilers because so much lore are hard to follow. Yeah, it's a lot, so don't, you know, worries. It's I tell people, like, for me, it's like I don't care about spoilers because I'm not gonna remember a lot of shit. Rodola was meaning to earn her trust. She's given us a slip. As you may know, she wears a choker of enhancement to prevent that exactly. Oh. If I were given an order, she may be dead within moments, and she knows that. She took the risk anyway, so I have to believe she has a good reason. I know, Pete, but, you know, that's why I have a spoiler warning, you know, and I tell people just to hop off if they don't want to. Don't be so hard on people, you know. There we go. We'd like to ask you about a conversation for Dolo if we may. Yes, of course. I know she's the butcher, was at least, but it didn't seem right to go without thanking her. That's why I requested a meeting to express my gratitude and my apologies. She was quiet at first and she just stood as we spoke, even if she weren't even listening. Then I mentioned the blasphemy, then she looked at Lily, and then all of a sudden clutched her own head and cried out in agony. Uh-oh. Transformation. The echo. Can you remember what you were thinking at the time? A man. The one I saw in the city. What? Who? Did he have something to do with all these people panicking? I think he did. When I was waiting for you, I saw him. He was by himself. Oh, this is the guy that turned into the blasphemy. He looked poorly, so I asked if he was alright. He said yes, he had a nice smile. He got up and started walking, but then, yeah, this is when he turned into the blasphemy. He just was shouting and screaming. I was frightened. I didn't want to talk about it, not even to Mum. I wish you'd say something sooner. I'm sorry, Papa. This is my fault for leaving you on your own. The man who turned into a blasphemy had wagered. The girl saw him, which meant Fordola has now seen him too. There was one other thing. When Fordola was having her funny turn, she said something Charlie? No. Charlotte, I think. Yes, that was it. Ring any bells? Can't say it does, but if he has anything to do with the skulls, the Silver Griffins should have some information about it. We best have a word with Raganfrid, then. You've both been very helpful. I'd like to also thank you for being so kind to Fordola. She may not have had said it, but I'm sure it meant a lot to her. The skulls! I know, right? But no, they're not the skulls that we know in MGSV. I have a couple more things I'd like to ask, so I'll catch up with you later. Waddle, waddle. Alright, let's go over here. Shiva. Whee! Where are we? Oh, here we go. Ragnarfred. Charlotte, you're saying? The name came up during a recent investigation. As I recall, he served once under the Viceroy during the occupation, and his whereabouts is currently unknown. Had an older brother named Ansfrid, one Cranialupi, which would give him a connection to Fordola. Is there anyone who can tell us more about him? An uncle who we recently helped find employment here in Ala Ganhana. He's actually the one who asked us to look for Charlotte. You'll most likely find him working in the Sleeping Stones. As it happens, I was planning to bring him something to eat. I'll join you there shortly. Alright, let's go to Sleeping Sands. Oh, he's all the way over there. Trail of Skulls. Fly, fly high. We don't want to hit the rocks. Come on, man. There we go. There we go. The music is really good here in Final Fantasy. I really also like the synthwave remixes that they have. Oh my god, it's so good. Ralban. Perhaps we should ask what he looks like. We don't even know what this guy looks like. Okay. Wow, that was some odd walking here. Jesus. I was like surprised they consistently make good music for every single. Yeah, every area is really good music, and even the raids and the trials have like fantastic music. I was kind of blown away with what they had for like the Alphascape and like the Fists of the Sun or the Father, those quests and stuff like that. It's so good, and even the expansion openers are really good. Oh man, what was it? I got like I guess I don't know if it was a completely. I wish they have a concert strictly just for Final Fantasy XIV, which I don't. I think they might have had one here in the States. I don't remember, but I really would like to go to one just for Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, that would be so good. Yeah. I went to the one concert they had at New York Comic Con last year, where it was like they were doing a symphony for I think it was basically I think it was Distant World or something like that, where they were doing all of the Final Fantasies. Oh shit, were you? Were you at New York Comic Con? Oh, they're gonna have one on July 31st? Hello, Neoneko. Did you see a mailing with a sign that had a Metal Gear sign? That was me. And I had the Dusa last year. Because I went all 3 days. Because if you saw a random snakehead, yeah. Yeah, usually you've lived until 2021, so you get there. Nice! Yeah, I know Danny. Yeah, I know Danny. We're friends in IRL. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be there again this year. And I have to figure out what I'm gonna do because I'm gonna be in some freaking armor. Yo, Panic Switch, how's it going? How you doing? Happy Wednesday. It's gonna be interesting this year because I have to figure out what I'm gonna do. Yeah, oh, you're doing some press? Nice. Did you get in as a press pass? Nice. I got in with professional pass because I work in education. Well, not in I work as I guess you can say it's educational setting. But I'm not a teacher. Yeah. It was definitely interesting to go last year. It was really nothing that really caught my eye. Oh, with your third dog, you can make the trip. Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. I mean, take your time because I feel like this year could be a very weird year because they really did stuff like they've never done before. Like they announced a lot of guests so early this year, and they actually have a lot of high-profile ones this year, like a lot of Doctor Who, and then also Ewan McGregor and what's his name? Chris Evans is gonna be there, and I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more people this year. They're trying to make up again for what they lost in profits. Yeah, you should drop pop culture. Oh, nice. Nice. It's basically saving money. We don't do it. Yeah. And that's what it is. That's what it is technically. Yeah. That's what I do with when I go to through for Pro Pass. It's hella cheaper. And because I'm also pretty close, you know, I can take the train in, but I actually stayed in a hotel with a couple friends, so you know, it was a little more expensive than I normally do, but it beats than going to take like 2 hours, like, for each trip to go back from the city and back home, so. There's no clunking sound with the hammer. Yeah, I have to see what's gonna go on next year. I have a friend of mine who lives in Queens that offered their place. I miss it up there. I feel like I left and realized lots of people I know in the community live there. Yeah, it's kind of hard. I mean, you know, it just really depends. And you know, if you can, you know, make a new community and stuff like that. And it's hard to not miss your old roots. You know, that's what it is. And plus, also depending on where you live, a lot of foods that vastly you remember are so good in New York City are probably not likely the same where your state is, because especially with bagels and pizza and Chinese food, there's a lot of places that don't do them right, especially outside of the tri-state area. I still have yet to yeah. If anything, I'm sure it takes an hour to find banh mi. Jesus Christ. I mean, at least you can make a whole day out of it. But I think the best thing is if you have like an Asian market that carries any of like the frozen like, you know, Vietnamese like cured loaf or whatever, I would highly recommend you get those and put them in your freezer and then make your own banh mi, because that is the only way you'll be able to get some decent banh mi, like legit. I mean, of course, you're not gonna have like the traditional baguette, but honestly, you'll at least have something. It's easy to even make your own pickled daikon, but still, it's just like, if you really want the more legit tasting stuff instead of like some of the stuff there. There's a nice international store with City, but that's where the banh mi is. Oh, that's nice, yeah. Nice. Yeah, for me, it's just like, I kind of like... I cook a lot, so I don't mind making like the banh mi. Like, if I had to do like lemongrass chicken, I will definitely make it. And if I'm really lazy, like I will definitely buy like the pork loaf, the head cheese, you know, and the liver paste to put it on there. I do need mayonnaise, so that reminds me I have to go get the Kewpie mayonnaise. Cannot do it without the Kewpie mayonnaise. Cannot. I don't use Maggi sauce though. I know. Oh, and Corey, here's one thing about my streams, and as everyone knows here, I am a big foodie. And I don't know if Danny told you, Gogas, but yeah. So if we talk about food, it will be a very lengthy conversation because we tend to go on a tangent of food. So you're into welcome arms here when we're talking about food. Oh, okay, that's the uncle. No, no, it's good to see you, Raganford. My word, the Bull of Almigo and the Champion of the Alliance. What brings such esteemed guests to our humble quarry? Be at ease, my good fellow. We really wish to speak with you about your nephew. Charlotte, you found him? Oh, that's sad. Oh, the crestfallen look! No luck then. Is there anything else you can tell us more about his childhood, perhaps? There wasn't much when I'm afraid. The poor boy's life was ruined long ago before he had any say in the matter. His parents and I swore allegiance to Garland Maid to secure ourselves and our citizenship. For all the good it did us living amongst our countrymen who treated us like pariahs. It took a toll on him and his brother to be spat on as traitors by association. One thing led to another, and Ansfrid, together with most of his friends, joined the Imperial Army. That's how it started, you know, the Cranny Loopy, Garius' loyal little pups. Do you remember the name of these friends? Yes, they had quite a reputation growing up. It's Elman, Herdolf, and the angry little girl who grew up to be the butcher herself, Ferdola. Oh. Yo, young Snow, how's it going? Happy Wednesday. What are you up to? Excited for MGS Con? Charlotte was part of their group too, yes, but from what we've heard, he chose not to become a soldier. Wouldn't have lasted a day in training. He knew better than anyone, of course, not that it helped him feel any less guilty for turning his back on the others. He blamed himself for their deaths, for not stopping them when he had the chance, for not being strong enough to fight by their side. Maybe save them, maybe not, but he wasn't there, and he wished he had been. Then one day he was gone. Yeah, I'm not going either. So I'm gonna be watching, I'll be watching it via the Discord as well, because I got both, I backed the Kickstarter, and I also backed the Fox one. No, it's too expensive, and I don't have enough benefit time. Because I have to manage it, because I have, like, a big trip coming up in October. So I have to save that. Because I also have a convention to go to. So I'm using most of that time. Yeah, I know, everybody's really surprised that I'm not going. I'm like, yeah, I know. I feel bad, but it's just super expensive. That and the keyboard with Final Fantasy Classics, I mean, yeah, it's really good. No, I'm not a Cali girl. Everybody, what? You thought I was a West Coast person? I don't know how you feel about that. I guess it's because, you know, I don't know. But it's okay. Yeah, everybody assumes that because, like, you know, what are time zones? What are zones? Yeah. No, I got nothing against California West Coasters. Are you kidding me? How dare you? If anything, you guys have, like, a lot of cool stuff. Listen, freaking Pete here says I got a Brooklyn accent because I say water. I'm like, I don't have an accent. I don't even have remotely like a New York accent. Only occasionally I just decide it's like he's like some coffee or whatever. I don't know. It's actually really cool, Corey. That's the thing. Water. I say water. I don't say water. North Atlantic, yeah. I feel like I don't have an accent. North Atlantic accent, I guess. I guess just call it the East Coast accent. Soapy water? Soapy water? I know some people have really strong Brooklyn and New York accents. I'm just like, oh my god. Yeah, but I know. I mean, it would have been different. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah. So I can't make it. I'll just watch it. We got a bagel. Well, there's some people that would call it bagel. It's gotta be a bagel. You gotta get yourself a New York style bagel. It's gotta be Bailey. Wherever he is, I hope he's safe and well. Dude, New York pizza is so good. New York style pizza with water would have... Arrows, come on, what are you coming in here going all like that, huh? What's up, bro? How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. A genuine New York slice is like the best thing, dude. I went back to New York for the first time. I guess, like, I wouldn't say the first time, but I legit had, like, New York style pizza, actual New York style pizza for the first time just in January, because, like, I only went into the city, like, for Comic-Con that time. We didn't even go for pizza, but we had to go visit a family member that was sick in New York, so we went to the train station, and legit, me and the twin got 2 slices of pizza, 1 cheese, and 1 with sausage, onions, and peppers. Oh, it was so good. We ate it for breakfast. We were just like, even if it's train station pizza, dude, train station pizza slaps. This pizza slaps so hard. It was like nice, greasy, salty, but that crisp of the crust, man, when you fold it and you eat it, the combination is so good. Gotta get that dirty dog. This guy here, mama. Yeah, I know. I still kind of not a fan of hot dogs, to be honest, but I definitely will go for a halal. Like, what was it? Halal guys, you know, or like any of the halal stations. Or they have like the Chinese grill, the grill carts. Dude, I would love to go to Chinatown and get some of the food stuff. There's a big difference from $2 pizza. Only go for the real mom and pop shops. Never get the $1 pizza. That stuff's gonna make you run to the bathroom. Dude, I would, like, panic switch. No, I actually want to try that gaucho. That sounds like... I've had a chili dog. I've had windmill. I've had it. I'm not a food... I've had hot dogs in my day. I just haven't had, like, other hot dogs from, like, other places. I want to try papaya hot dog. I've never heard of that. And panic switch. Do you consider train station pizza to be dollar pizza? Because technically it's not $1. Because New York Penn's got some nice pizza. I'm not gonna lie. I've had no problem with that pizza. It's so good. And with the chili dog, you gotta have it with some diced white onion. Yeah, the train pizza is real good. I know, I mean, even dollar store is not $1, but what can you do? It's inflation, you know? If corporate can bring things down, then yeah, but that's another thing. Dude, Corey, you are correct. It's like literally the most unsuspecting places, like the dingy, like hole in the walls, are literally the best foods. And there's that thing where people have said, like, you know, if you see a Chinese restaurant with like low ratings, actually the food is like really good. I think Arizona cans are pretty much still the same. I think they're still $1. I think. It's just mostly some other stuff. I think it's mostly just the other stuff in the dollar stores are more expensive. I think they said that the maker of Arizona said that he wanted to, he or she, whatever, wanted to keep the prices consistent, even in inflation, as long as they can. So. Yeah. Probably not like the best one. I mean, I haven't really drunk too much Arizona iced tea because their tea is a little bit too sweet, but I do love their classic honey green tea, and I also really like their apple green tea. It was so good. I'm not a fan of their other stuff because it's way too sweet. I had it recently, like probably within like the past couple of months, because we had like a going away party for a coworker of mine, so we had Arizona and stuff like that. It does come sugar free. They didn't have a sugar free, so that's why I had to drink it. But it's still good, as I remember, sweet but good. But yeah. I know. I mean, now that everybody's becoming more health conscious, but you just can't help it. Once in a while, just have a nice, good Arizona tea, especially the Arnold Palmers. You know, a lot of people really love the Arnold Palmers. Arnold Palmers. Yeah. I definitely want to go back into the city and get like so much good food. Oh my god. Want to get a nice slice. Palmer's. Arnold Palmer's. So, Arnold Palmer is like a, like, I don't, if you haven't heard of Arnold Palmer. Arnold Palmer is like a famous, is it, they call it Arnold Waters? Or Arnold Palmer's. Tennis, golf, it's mostly golf? Yeah, I think it's golf. But yeah, because he was water. It's Arnold Water. Can you imagine if it was Arnold Schwarzenegger water? Like you're gonna be buffed up in one sip. What was it? It's Austrian. What was he? Wasn't he born in Austria? It's Austrian engineering. Ay, ay, ay. So do we, and thank you. Yeah, Austria. Yeah, Austrian ingenuity from the man himself. So do we. Thank you. The information you shared should prove useful. And for you, I brought some food. Why don't you call it a day and go enjoy it with your family? He walks kind of funny. Let him have his piece for now. Let's go back to Ghana. Arnold Weiss Schwartz. I remember we have like a book at work of him. For his back in his days during during his like big muscle building stuff and whatnot. Iron Urn and Iron Urn. Oh yeah, I mean, are you talking about the caption system? Yeah, the caption system is a little funky. Oh shit. Nope, that's not the right way. Shit. Aaron. Oh my god, you're not even 72 yet. Oh my god. I might stop this point of the MSQ to go to World's End to at least get into some of the stuff there. So all he does was his brother member of the Skulls, but Charlotte himself was a childhood friend of Ferdola's. I told he refused to support the Silver Griffins as well. He'd been trying to make his own way for some time now. His brother and his friends died at Specula Imperatoris, save for Ferdola, and the gods only know how he felt about her after that. Or how Ferdola felt about Charlie after seeing Lyle's memory of him transforming into a blasphemy. Brother of a man she killed and a childhood friend. Besides, she thinks she's responsible for this. That's why she ran, to kill the beast. I never thought to say this, but I'm worried about her. Ferdola is a survivor and an outcast herself, the exact sort of person the Silver Griffins are trying to support. You've seen for yourself the sacrifices she's willing to make, and if you can learn to feel sympathy for her, maybe others can too. I think we've had enough information for the time being. Let's return to the city and plan our next move. Okie dokie. Ugh, time to get up and stretch. Ugh. Hey. All right. Wee. Okay, Raban, here we go. I assigned a few of my soldiers to assist the Silver Griffins in investigating Charlotte's background. With luck, we'll find him quickly, and then we compare what we must come after. But all for certain, Charlotte's the one who transformed into the blasphemy, and so there's not to be done but put him out of his misery. As for Ferdola, I put Manago and her troops in charge of tracking her. Once they found her, they have my permission to lend whatever support they deem necessary. When it comes, I may ask you to join the search. Until such time, I ask that you take this opportunity to rest. Alright, let's go to World's End and work on that, because that's what we actually need to do. So we're in a res at hand. Salted Tavarian cod. Got some salt cod. Alright, where are we going? You got this. Oh, nope. I gotta go that way. Okay, so this is where the feast is, I think? That we were in last time? Oh, arrows. Oh, so I already attuned everything, okay. There we go. Welcome. When the Serap asked us to entertain a party of honored guests, I was wondering who might be. This is a lovely surprise, to say the least. Oh my god. By the way, I heard all about Kal Zal from your friend Gratia. I understand there is nothing that could be done, but I was heartened to hear he meant us no harm. I cannot thank you enough for dispatching the beast. As a small token of our thanks, your food and drink tonight are Meridu's treat. Speaking of which, what shall I start you off with? Ooh, we are starting off with food, yes. A piping hot mug of chai, please. Just water, a glass of your finest local spirits. Okay, chat. Are we gonna be drinking tonight, or are we gonna go with a nice cup of tea, or just water? Just a good old hydrate. Ah, they all sound so good. Well, I like chai. But I wonder, can we ever even actually get drunk? Chai tea, it's a dirty chai. It's gonna be a dirty chai. Chai. Oh. We shall go. Yo, Geosaurus, how's it going? We'll go with chai for right now. Happy Wednesday. As you wish, pray, join your friends, and I will bring you your drink. Gonna have a nice glass of their finest vintage chai. I forgot. I know, WoW had a debuff for alcoholic drinks. Wow, that's funny. I don't know if they ever had it here. Yo, Ash, how's it going? How you doing? Miano hype. How was your, how was the rest of, reincarnation? Ooh, what are they eating? I want to know what are they eating. Yo, sis, how's it going? Ooh, look at that. It's naan and curries, and they also have tandoori's here with onions and bananas and fruit. Oh my god. Oh no. Spectrum's being asshole again. Oh, look at the food. It looks so good. Let's see what they got here. Yep, fruit and other stuff. Nice. Did you max it out yet, or you're still working on it? Welcome back. Whatever did the Radiant want with you, pray tell? So we're just explaining to them about the role our allies have sent military. Well, I guess that's news to me. Mind sharing the details? Well, that's good to hear, Ash, that your internet didn't poop on you too much. Because I know you've been having issues recently. I know Spectrum has a lot of issues. I've known people for like a couple years ago that had massive issues during COVID.
父が説明していた通り、これから被害が拡大していくのかもしれないね。アーモロートで知った。
Kind of why I don't want to play in the summer.
過去の週末もそうだった。
Oh no. Shit, that sucks. I'm sorry, Ash.
あれに習うなら範囲の広がりに加えて
And I know how West Coast electric infrastructure is, especially with the whole thing with like Tom yeah, what was it? Was it Tom Edison or Econ or whatever the hell they had the big problem years ago?
人が異形に転じるってだけでも悪夢だが、変化が多くの動植物や大地そのものに及べば、さすがに居続けるのは難しくなる。
Con Edison, yes, thank you. I knew it was something like that, Penta.
いよいよ住めない星になるってわけか。
Yep, no one's gonna survive, man. No one will. Oh, that sucks. That's not great. I mean, especially with the massive heat, there's no way to cover it. I'm sure there is at least some way. Nisasu, how are you? Ooh, how you doing?
ご注文の品をお持ちしました。
How you been, Nisasu? I hope all is well. Oh, the penguin. I mean, the puffin thingies. Are we gonna get poisoned? No, I'm kidding. Oh, we're just looking at a nice hot steaming cup of chai.
こんな状況ですけど。
May you find comfort in these dark times. All's good, good. I'm glad. Hope you're doing good on the... Is it Wednesday? Or is it Thursday for you? I forget. It's time zones.
私たちどうするべきなのかしら。
Where do we go from here, indeed?
今回週末を目の当たりにして闇雲に戦うだけじゃダメだって思い知ったわ。どうにかして根本的な解決をしないと、その場しのぎのやり方じゃすぐに限界が来る。被害が拡大していくならなおさらね。何かないのかしら。
鍵を持っているとしたら、過去の週末を知る。
It's gonna definitely be
ゾディア
interesting
クを保
with
持することで週
Heidelin.
末を防いでいたハイデリンなのでしょうけれど。バブイルの塔の一件以来、彼女からの接触はなし。できないのかしないのかさえ
She was the cause of all
疑い
this.
知れないわ。
No, I'm kidding. I don't even know what's going on.
しるべとして託された花も消えて
Yeah,
なくな
that
ってしま
flower
った。
literally disintegrated. No, I don't speak Japanese. I prefer to listen to Japanese dub. I know I shouldn't do that because I know the English dub's pretty good, but I'm so used to doing that for anime. I can pick up like very basic trace words from like the years of anime I've watched, but not complete. It's just like, you know, specific keywords like domo and other stuff like that. Basic stuff, baby stuff.
残念ながら私もだ。我々の時代にはと言っていたということは古代人たちの言葉だということになるのかな。
そうでしょうね。ただ
そうでしょう。
アニドラスの記録を閲覧していた時にも聞いた覚えはないわ。
じゃあこの線で追うのも無理ってこと？古代人の生きた時代のことなんて聞ける人もいないし。
Grahatia always thinking.
いや、一人だけいるかもしれない。
They're literally stuck in between. I like the guy, the bartender in the background is shaking his shaker.
俺は白成績に変えて第一世界のクリスタルタワーに彼を封じ込めた。
あの塔に込められたエーテルは機能の維持なんかに使われ、少しずつ正解に返ってる。だから彼の魂ももう
Aether that is returned little by little to the sea, not may remain of his soul. What do you mean?
でももしまだとどまっているとしたら、
Oh, okay. So we can probably talk
話せる
to
可能
his
性もある
echo.
んじゃないか。
Huh. What a clever boy you are.
俺たちはもうそれを確かめにはいけない。
Oh yeah, he can't do that because everybody thinks he's
あ
dead.
んたなら再び第一世界に渡ることができる。
Oh, time to go back to Crystarium. It's worth a try. It will be an opportunity to look in on the others as well.
ありがとう。あんたがそうしてくれるなら何より安心だ。
俺としても願ったり叶ったりだ。少なくとも今は第一世界が無事であること、それが分かれば踏ん張りがいもあるからな。そこで糸口がつかめるか否か、どうあれ俺たちが乗ってるのは相当に分の悪い賭けだ。だがウリエンジェが月にいる。あいつは本当にそれしか道がないと判断
Completely
した
forgot
ら
he stayed up in the moon.
最善を尽くし
Oh
て
shit.
地上の命を引き上げるだろう。
だったら私たちはその瞬間までうつむかずに抗うだけだわ。
ええ、こちらに残る方もやれることをやりましょう。
Ushulta's Bay. I don't think we're going back to the moon. We're going back to the Crystarium and the first. I think to talk with Ellie Debus.
私はマトーヤにもう一度連絡を
I think eventually we'll have to go back to the moon
正解
again
からハイデ
anyway.
リンに接触できないか試みてみるわ。
We're gonna see Master Matoya again. Oh boy. Okay. More frogs, I guess.
であれば私は各国と協力して週末の正確な状況を把握できる
I
よう
guess
に
we'll
し
see
よう。
his father. Oh, this music is so good here.
その情報をこっちに回せ。一時しのぎだろうが、倒せる獣は倒しておく。
Oh yeah, that's right. He'll stay behind. Paying for like what, 40,000 gil for his freaking
どれだけ
hairband?
遠ざけようとしてもそういう気持ちは湧き出してくるだろう。けれど忘れないでいてほしい。ここにいる仲間がどこかで戦い続けている。私たちは決して一人には
I
な
do
ら
love
な
my
い。
Lala. She's so cute with her legs dangling on the chair. That's how I feel in my chair. My current chair that's like a task chair. It's so high.
ついにその時が来る。さあ、すべてを明かしに行くがいい。終わりをめぐる始まりの地へ。
Who says that? Was that Emmett Sec? Alright, let's see what Thancred say. Now, is there anything we forgot to mention? Are your arms and armor in good order? Okay, yeah, everything's in order. In that case, it's time we each attend our tasks, and when you arrive on the first, give my regards to Rhine. Tell her I miss her. Oh, Daddy Thancred misses his daughter Rhine. Oh, that's so cute. Hey Teffy, how's it going? How you doing? Welcome on. Guess talk to Gratia. How's your Thursday going? I don't remember. I don't know what your time zone is. It's either Wednesday evening or Thursday. Take this, Minty, my spirit vessel. Oh, okay, we're taking the crystal. Empty now, but of course it should allow you to operate the tower system with the umbilicus. Even the smallest fragments of Elidivus' essence remains. It should be possible to locate. As far as access to Ambulis, pray seek out Lena for assistance. Chances are she still stands watch at the Ascensor Gate. Should she or anyone else ask after me, tell them I'm living my life to the fullest, that I'm happy, hardships and all. Oh, that's so sad. Well, we best be on our respective ways, God's willing. We'll see each other again, ere long. Okay, everybody. Au revoir. Safe travels. You just woke up. A very good Thursday morning to you then, sir. Are you about to get ready to go to work? Okay, so we're going to Crystarium. Port job. Yep. Well, I hope you have a good shift at work. May it be a quick one as well. Hopefully it's not too hot either. Because that also, the weather's been so crappy. Whee! Ooh, is that a big tree? 71. I will die, I think. Let me see if I can beat it with the Reaper. Oh wait, you know what? I do have Gashala greens. Do I have Gashala greens on me? Oh hell yeah! I got my Gashala greens so I can actually summon the damn chocobo. Oh, finally! Oh, run away. Oh shit. Ah, you still don't even get enough HP for this shit. Ugh. Fine. Let's fly. I do love, this area. Oh no, that's not this one. It's the other flower fields that have the better music. Yay! Minty, you've returned! Have you been well, you and the others? We've no shortage of troubles, but we're well enough. I like this choice a lot. And things are much the same for you as they were here. My lord is doubtlessly enjoying himself. Oh, this is such cute music. He has said this to you? These exact words? Oh, to know that he's happy. It fills my heart with joy. Thank you, Minty, for taking care of him. When next you see him, please tell him not to overexert himself. A futile request, though it is. And tell him that all is well here. The peace you gifted us continues, and we work hard to build new lives for ourselves. In the course of this, we occasionally bicker, but we've never been more optimistic for the morrow. If I had to mention one dilemma, it would be the question of our governance. Even as we speak, debate rages on over how we should run the city in the Exarch's absence. Most are of a mind of the Settlement Council should continue to oversee the general running of the Crystarium, while representatives are elected to determine policy and handle diplomacy. Ah, of course. The democracy. Diplomacy. Politics. Thus far, nothing is set in stone, yet we choose to proceed. We will not replace our lord. No one could. Even politics cannot escape a game. Have we recently observed any unusual phenomena? No, I cannot say there have been. Curious that you should ask me this question, though. Some days ago, Ryan came... Hello, Lonely Geek, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the raid. How is your demo stream going? Let me give you a shout out.
Oh no, we won!
Oh, Viscount01, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, you were playing Fallout 76? Nice. Oh, you were playing Splatoon. Oh, what a cutie. I hope you had a good Fallout 76 session. You're with Geekus' raid? Nice. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much for the follow, Viscount. Hope all is well, dear, and hope all went well with your third interview. I saw that on Twitter. You got this. I believe in you. Fingers crossed and toes crossed. Anyhow, so everybody coming from Lonely Geekus' stream. My name is Little Dragon Mei Ling. You call me Mayor Mei Ling. I do variety streaming, mostly gaming, doing occasional crafting and cooking streams. We're currently working on Final Fantasy XIV, the MMO. We are currently working on stuff. I hope so. Yes, I hope so too, for your sake. Please! And for Nico. Because Nico needs all the pampering, and her pampering is not cheap. Because the queen demands it so. We're gonna go back to the main screen. Hope all is well. Give her all the treats, all the royal pets, all the good stuff, yes. Uh-oh, Ryan gets up. She's better than you do. I mean, that's what we do with our pets, don't we? We make sure that they live a life of luxury. Ryan has been dedicating herself to the restoration of the empty, you see. Though it would take many long years, the goal seems to have given her a newfound sense of purpose and fulfillment. So when I saw her in such a state of worry, I couldn't help but feel worried in turn. Especially, she couldn't tell me what troubled her. I dare to say she would be more willing to confide in you. May I ask you to broach the subject her? Yes, we will do that. You wish to enter the Umbilius? Very well. I shall fetch the key at once and take the opportunity to find Ryan. Please wait for me in the city, in front of the Cabinet of Curiosity, shall we say. I will be along as soon as I can. Oh, they do a weird thing. Okay. We're in Crystarium. We're back in Crystarium. It's been forever since we've been in Crystarium. Alright. With that, I will go to the bathroom pretty quickly. I'm mad because of my demo stream. I had Metal Gear Solid demo and it wouldn't work? Why? Was it too scratched up? Oh, shoot. Might be, I'll be right back. Well, that'll be good. I'm glad. Hopefully, you'll be able to play it. You never spill your sodas. Oh no. Red wine staining is the worst. What's it doing? Okay. It's a little weird. Oh, crystal mule. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Wait, where are we? I'm just staring. What the heck? Wait, where am I supposed to be going? I'm supposed to be here, aren't I? No passage. Okay, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Can't even jump. Is it down below? Oh, it is, probably. Ugh. Am I not allowed to jump from here? Oh, God. Oh, it is on the bottom. Okay. So it is, so I am on the wrong platform, I think. Wait a minute, hold up. Can I not go down here? What? Okay, where am I supposed to go? Cabinet of Curio. Oh. Did I go to the wrong one? Oh, I did. Okay. Cabinet of Curiosities. I went to the wrong one. There we go. Following. Oh, okay. The following events cannot be skipped. You can wish to cancel any pending duty finder registration. Oh, it's dragon time. Oh, it's dragon time. Am I a mod? Oh, I guess I am a mod. Okay, that's weird. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just checking something. Oh, Azel's a mod too. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Just had to check something. Alright. Wait for Leo. I do really like the Custarium. It's pretty. Something weird's gonna happen, isn't it? We're gonna have our first instance of the blasphemy. Do my old eyes deceive me? Is that truly minty? Ha! It is! Full glad I am to see you hale and whole, my friend. Big lug. It's Morin! What a wonderful surprise to have you back with us, and at this most opportune time. In this case, haven't you heard? We're planning to produce a tome chronicling events from the Flood to the Knight's Return. For this project, we intend to draw upon records kept by the world's peoples. Historical commentary, first-hand accounts will be the centerpiece of the tome, but yours will be the first to crown them all. I've been asked to contribute a chapter on the soul, a subject that is the key to understanding much of your endeavors. Oh, look at the cute wiggle! Oh, big lug. That's so cute. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. In the course of developing the spirit vessel, I gained valuable insights to travel beyond the Rip. Knowledge that will allow me to attest to your existence and deeds. That was cute. This is very cute. There is just no end to the questions I will ask you, but if you could indulge me just one for now. In your quest to restore the night, you faced many for a formidable foe. Among them who offered you the greatest struggle. Oh shit, I don't remember this shit. Titania, driven mad by the light and loneliness, Val3 and his misguided self-righteousness, Hades who borne the burden of his people. What is this one? This may become a surprise, but... Truly, I would have not guessed, but if I would, I suppose I wouldn't have to ask. This is a tremendously eye-opening answer, and we'll see that your account of this battle features prominently in the tome. I know you'd love to talk your ear off, Morin, but we should really be on our way. Those documents from Yulemore won't collect themselves. Of course, of course. And afterwards, would you care to join us for tea? I was hoping you might clarify some points in your treatise. Till next time, oh my god, the wiggle's so cute. Till next time then, do tell the others to look out after themselves. Our overzealous friend in particular, remind him not to overexert himself again and again until his ears fall off, if that's what it takes for him to take it to heart. So cute. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So we're just going to be seeing a whole bunch of people then. That's basically what it is until Ryan comes. Is that the Warrior of Darkness? Yes, I figured that was what's going to happen. Oh, it's the little kitties again. Ricky Tio. It's her. It's really her. What are you doing here? Oh, she's so cute. You're going to battle. I can give you some medicine. I made it myself. Best not, Ricky. You'll only give her a stomach ache. We've come to see Morin to get his advice. One of the guards finally agreed to teach us how to fight, but first we need to choose a fighting style. While I know that I want to be a mage, Creel isn't sure. Magic isn't really my thing, so maybe I was thinking about taking up the axe, or the sword, or maybe the bow. These are cute. They all seem alright, but it's hard to decide, so I thought I'd ask Morin. He knows about lots of things. He isn't here? Aww. You want to be this cute BB Motique? I know, right? She's so cute. Look at her. She's so tiny and her ears are so cute. Oh, and I like her outfit too. Her outfit's super cute. I do like his outfit a lot. I really like the apron. Like, this is like a nice, cool, like, tie-on apron. That's like, ah, that's so good. Ooh, ooh. Why don't you have the Warrior of Darkness choose for you? What do you think suits Akil best? Axe, sword, or bow? The ears are a lot more accurate if you've seen kittens when they get to their preteens. Yeah, they're so big and oh, they're so cute. For smiting your opponent, the axe, or protecting your friends, the sword, fighting and hunting, both the bow. I think he looks better as an archer. The bow. If you took up the bow, you could just be like... Rendare, the Warrior of Light. I love that tale. Let's borrow the book today. It's really popular though, I hope it's still there. Thanks for helping me decide the Warrior of Darkness. We'll start with that style, maybe try something else later on. When I get really strong, I hope to have a bout with you. That's so cute. I really like how they do all these lighthearted moments, because it's probably gonna be pretty heart-wrenching after this scene. After this part. I can definitely feel it. Feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. My achy bones. Ash, I could just imagine her like being like one of those little shaky kittens. Like, you know, they're just opening their eyes and you're just like doing that type of like mewling type of thing. Such fun she's been having basking the adoration of musty old bookworms and the wide-eyed younglings, but does she spare a thought for me? Of course not. I waited and waited. Oh, this is the fairy one. This is one of the fairies. Oh, I waited and waited and waited, but she won't so as much as acknowledge the presence of her beautiful branch, even though they're right here. Such a heartless thing. Our sapling is cruel, cold, cruel, and heartless. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Oh, faithful Feo Yui, loveliest of branches. How I missed you. We gotta butter up. That's cute. If you truly missed me, you should have cried for me at the top of your lungs the instant you arrived. That's funny. At the Christerium, this mom had a baby and it just had a Lalafell face. Oh my god. To make it up, you will call with twice the passion next time. Through for there be a next time. You've got some struggles to overcome. So my adorable sapling, the world is on the verge of destruction, is it? Yes. Heh. How do I know this? Joined as we are, spying on you is as simple as sliding down the back of a rainbow. That's kind of invasion of privacy, my dear queen. Would that I aid you in your quest, but the fate of we Fae folk is bound to that of the star. The wider it goes, so too do we follow. Such is our way. And the most I could do for you is spare you the pain by gifting you the sweetest of eternal dreams. If escape's not your liking, then you must struggle with your fellow mortals. Yes. Yeah, Feiyu is like the chaotic bestie. She's literally like, she will definitely go to the ends of the earth for you, but then she will drag you into the ends of the earth and literally like with no bound, like no leash. Like literally. But here are the ones you were waiting for. I wonder, what manner of conclusion awaits at Tale's End? Bye-bye. Oh, hello! It's Ryan! My apologies for the delay. Minty, it's so wonderful to see you again. You doubtlessly have much catching up to do, so I shall leave you to it. I have taken the liberty to unlocking the umbilicus, so you may enter at your leisure. You wish NPC outfits were dyeable? Yeah, but unfortunately they have to keep it that way so they know it's an actual NPC thing. Oh man. One day, Yoshi P will be most merciful and allow us to do that. I'm relieved to hear that everyone is well. I had this feeling like a pit in my stomach and I was afraid something might have happened. Well, things are not as great. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but it's just that I'm the Oracle of Light. I've never spoken to Heidelin, not once heard her call. Even so, I had this feeling deep inside me, a connection to something immense. Past few days, though, that connection has wavered, as if something immense was distant, then close, then distant again. And then, the other night, I was jolted awake by the feeling it had been completely severed. Wanting some fresh air, went to open the window, and to my horror, the sky was ablaze, like during the star shower. The ends of days. Then I blinked and everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing. No one else had seen what I had seen. Oh, so she saw the final days. As far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was a figment of a half-remembered dream. Minty, what are you not telling me? I have to know, please. It doesn't matter how terrible it is. I'm just probably going to tell you that your vision was correct. Because of the calamity and the final days. So what you saw was no dream. It wasn't my imagination then. The doom we witnessed in Almora has come again. I can't believe it. Like I told you before, all is well in the first. So don't worry about us, please. Look only to the threat before you. We're fine right now, and even if we weren't, we've learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be assured we won't go quietly. No, we'll hold on until you can find a way to save all our worlds. Yes, everybody depends on me. So is the fate of the hero, the warrior of light and the warrior of darkness. So as long as you continue your fight, so too will we, united in a purpose beneath a blazing sky. Ironwood coffer, okay. That was cute. I really like that a lot. Hope upon a flower. Okay, so now we just hit 86 finally. Took about like what, 3 hours? Ay ay ay. Alrighty then. Let me see who's on right now. You're headed to the Umbilicus to consult with Ellie Divas, right? I'll do some consulting of my own and speak with Lemia and decide how we might best prepare for the final days. So it's farewell for now, but we'll see each other again. I'm certain of it. Bye bye, Rhine. Alright, so we're going to the Docile Gate. It's been a while since we've been into the actual place, so I wonder if oh no, the Crystal Palace is actually different. Docile. I wonder if Beglug is gonna be there. Run with your tiny legs. Run, 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 run. Ah, Mistress Minty, welcome back. The captain has told me all. Give the word and I shall show you to the ocular. Yes, I need to go to the ocular. Give me access. Alright, here we go. Nothing has changed. So far. The memories. And with Alphanod and Alice's old outfits. Oh, Alagus, no breaks. Thank you so much for the follow. All the memories we've gained. All the friends we made along the way. Oh, we're in the library. Yay! Oh shit, okay. We've activated biometric authentication complete. Okay. Is it your business?
了解。シルクスの塔のスリープモードを解除。全区画に対し、個体名エリディブスの呼び出しを行います。
Kind of reminds me of the tower in the moon for Nier Automata. You know, it keeps surprising me with this game. Hey Jarvis, how you doing? I hope all is well. How you doing this evening, this lovely evening? Really good, nice. What have you been up to? We've been doing more Tears of the Kingdom. Everything's good. We're just having a chill night, going through story, through main story quest with this game, and then, you know, just having a good old time, relaxing tonight. Yeah. Hope all was well with you. Been doing more Tears of the Kingdom and sports. You finished last night, nice. So then, are you gonna build like this are you gonna do any crazy building experiments with Tears of the Kingdom? Because there's a lot of people that have done a lot of creative shit with that game. Holy crap. So wonderful. No, yeah, I have to get on doing like a whole thing with Zelda. There's so much to go through. I have to do that. I mean, I did play Link's Awakening when I was a kid, but I was just a kid, never remembered anything to appreciate it. But I know it's just like a lot to go through with it. So, but at some point I will have to do it, like playing the GameCube games and the Nintendo 64 stuff and whatnot. I know people want me to play Majora's Mask as well. That I have to play in Twilight Princess. And the new ones. There's just so many. But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Jarvis. You take a break and have a fan online who wants you to stream Sonic. Nice! Good for you. Yeah, Sonic is apparently trying to make a comeback. I know it's trying to get back again, especially a lot of older games are coming back. So did you see, there was some sort of direct that came up, actually, Jarvis, that a lot of the older games are coming back. Gex is coming back. There's one called, what's the other one called? Toba? Toba is like a very older, like game. I don't know. It looks like it could be from like the PlayStation 1 era or even like the Sega Saturn Dreamcast era is coming back. Japanese side scroller, yeah. So a lot of you've made finishing the Tears of the Kingdom made you cry though. It's almost as like the Metal Gear Solid 3 boss battle. Oh man, don't forget Gak 2. Yes. I know, it's Gak, isn't it like what Gacked the return of Gekko or something like that? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm surprised that there being a lot of games. I'm not surprised with how it is now. You know, retro games seem to have a lot of value, and of course some of the companies that acquired them, they have the rights to it, so it's just gonna make them more money too. So I mean, hey, at least it brings it back. There's always a cycle for things, which is not bad, I feel, which is pretty good. Yeah, I like the Japanese version, Ash. I haven't heard the English one though. Bring back friggin' Einhander. Oh, he's mad at waking him up. Is he? Okay, I'll probably have to listen to it then. I no longer sense this place is beyond our Lord Zodiark. Well, we destroyed the Zodiark. He has a deep timbre? Oh. Yeah, I gotta look that up now, Ash. Melt. It's soft too. Like soothing. Soothing, meltingly soft. Like smooth velvet and chocolate. Not grizzled like Sid's, but velvety. Yeah. Velvety chocolate. Smooth. The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent us come again, old burdens now yours to bear. Daniel.
エリディブスとして責任を果たす必要があるだろう。君が最後に焼いてくれたおせっかいのおかげで14人委員会についての記憶は多少なり保管できている。知っていることを伝えるくらいはやぶさかではないという話だ。
Oh, that's really cool, Ash. I'll say thank you.
やめてくれ。君に感謝をされるとどうにも妙な気持ちになる。
You sound a little embarrassed,
私はた
Ellie.
だ責任を果たすだけだ。しかし何を話したものか。終末そのものについての認識は君が調べてきたことと大差がない。天脈が薄い地域から星が腐り落ちていく。
Oh man, Blockbuster.
その法則に気がついたのは、そう、ファダニエルだった。
Fandaniel, I hate Fandaniel.
無論、君が会った今のファダニエルではない。終末当時その座についていた男、いわばオリジナルの方だ。彼は誰よりも早い段階から終末の現象を明かし、対策を練ることに心血を注いでいた。あの執念と彼の有した天文の知識があってこそ、天脈と終末発言の関係が分かったんだ。今のファダニエルも別人とはいえ彼の魂を継ぐものだっただろうに、それが自ら終末を望むとはいかんだよ。エルピス？確かにそれは私たちの時代にあったものだ。もっとも私が知るのは花の名前ではなく、ある場所の名前としてだが、エルピスは創造魔法で生み出された生物の実験場だった。そこで生態を調べ、認可された種だけが世界に解き放たれたんだ。そしてもう一つ、先の話に出たオリジナルのファダニエルが14人委員会に入る前、そこの所長を務めていた。その頃の座につく前の彼の名はヘルメスという。
Okay.
とはいえ、それらの事実と終末の関係性はわからない。君が持ってきてくれた記憶のクリスタルはあくまで14人委員会に関するもの。
So I guess we have to go back into the
かつての終末で壊れ、
the
残骸す
realm
ら残
with
っていない。
the
何
forgotten.
か秘された事実があったのだとして
They're
も、
remastering gargoyles, like
君が
as
言
in
って
the
暴
TV
くこと
show
は
or the game. Oh shit! Really? Oh. Uh oh.
いや、君はエルピスにい
Dragon
た。
Pequeña Melee. Hello,
私はそれを
Upgrade. How's
見た
it
覚え
going,
があ
good
る。
friend? How's it going? Coming. Wow. Don't tell me it's on Disney Plus. Of course, it's gotta be Disney Plus. How are you, Upgrade? Hope all is well.
そんなはずはない。
Ah, figures.
記憶の断片は何
Because
だ？
Disney, that's why. They know that they're, yeah, they gotta cash in the fans like they always do with their platinum and diamond editions with like movies and stuff like that. Yeah. How many freaking versions does one person need? I mean, of course. No, not surprised.
これはどうしてこんなにも
Now, the one thing that's gonna piss me off is that because what Disney had Disney has anime. I left the stream on since the beginning to help. Oh, great. You know I don't really care about that, but I appreciate it. Oh, that's so good. You got to be with your best friends today. Nice, nice, nice. I'm glad. I hope you had a lot of fun with your friends today. Like I said, my streams are not important. Your real life comes first, and since your best friends are here, that is way more important.
すまない。記憶が混濁したようだ。だが、おかげで一つ思いついた手がある。
Did you eat a lot of good food, by the way? I'm sure you do.
君が過去のヘルメスが所長をしていた時代のエルピスに行く
Are
と
we
いう
gonna
手
find
だ。
this Hermes then? I'm assuming we will, because there was Hades and there's Hermes. Oh.
水晶港の記憶を垣間見た私には、この時空を超える塔の制御法がわかる。それを応用した彼の召喚術も以前使ってみせた通りだ。
So basically this little amount of Elidibus actually becomes a whole thing because now he basically mastered the entire freaking tower.
加えてあの
He
時
ate a whole
君たち
mango?
は私を私の集
And the
めた
mango
力
does
ご
you
と
in?
封じた。
Damn.
おかげで動力は豊富に蓄えられている。
Mango is pretty good, man. Especially since you in your area, since it's tropical, native, you got yourself a good deal. Nothing better is a good cold drink and a nice mango.
ただし、あれはあまりに遠い過去だ。これだけの条件が揃っていても、しっかりとした門は開けないだろう。向こうにたどり着いた君は、かつて私が召喚した光の戦士たちよりもさらに希薄な状態になるに違いない。おそらく誰の目にも見えないし、声すらも届かない。
So basically, if we're screaming, nobody's gonna hear us. We dead.
君がやれるのはせいぜい見聞きすることだけだ。根本的な解決は望めないだろう。なぜなら、君が帰ってくるここはあくまで終末が起きたという歴史をたどった世界。過去で何をしたところで悲劇をなかったことにはできない。今の苦しみをなくしてはくれないんだ。それでも行くのか？敵であった私に命を委ねてまで。
Yeah, do I have a choice anyway in this matter? Of course not. I have no choice but to because of the storyline. Ay, ay, ay.
わかった。ならば私も
Oh, so you're gonna exhaust all your energies? Okay.
君を送り届けるとしよう。
Okie dokie.
指示は出すから君がそれを操作してくれ。今の私では権限がない。
Oh, I have to put the commands in.
ま
Okay.
ずは塔に蓄えられたエーテルを時空転移魔法の構築に回す準備だ。
Hey, Maho. No. For this one. No. This is for the game itself. No, in the game. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
よし、それで準備は完了だ。間もなく門が開く。星見の間の方に移動してくれ。 いい調子だ。エーテルも順調に流れ込んでいる。これなら私の魂も含めて使い切ってくれるだろう。
Uh-oh, LED bus. No, goodbye.
何を驚く。言っただろう。これが最後の
Oh,
責務だ
LED
と。
bus.
ゾディアークが散った今、私がここで長くまどろむ理由はない。私は帰る。そしてまた会いたい人たちがいるんだ。
Oh.
夢ではなくて
To the promised land beyond memory and dream.
だから振り返らずに行くがいい。君が光の戦士なら。
Oh, that's kind of sad. Oh. Waddle, waddle, waddle.
ハイデリンよ、私は先に行く。真なる者、古き人も残すところは君だけだろう。
Oh, he sounds a little sad. He wish he could still be here a little bit
最後
longer.
の一人は一番寂しい。その役回りを譲ることがゾディアークからの意種返しだ。
Oh, that's a little sad. He has some regrets a little bit.
残された者の意地で君と新たな英雄のやり方でこの星をどうか。
Hmm. Oh, we're flying in the stars. We're in the Milky Way. Oh, this is really cool. Oh, this music part here is really nice. That's pretty cool. So what are we in memories? We're in the Aether Stream? Oh, okay, so we are in a memory. Or ghostly. Memories of the past. Oh, this is when everybody had actual ethereal forms? Wow, they're so freaking tall. Holy shit. Look at me and my little potato ass. Look, I'm like a little mouse. Invisible mouse. It was definitely some of that. Unable to enable some exact. Oh, good God. Guide-like man. The man stands dutifully by the Aether-like device. This guide for the facility in all likelihood. You attempt to get the man's attention, but if he sees or hears you, he's giving absolutely no indication. He can't see us. As Ellie Davis warned, it appears your form is intangible. Okay. Whoop. The device is reminiscent of an aetherite. Perhaps it's possible to attune with it. Yeah, we attuned with it. This is very pretty sounding. Despite attempting to channel and focus your energies, you fail. Oh, we didn't. We failed to attune with the device. You can only assume it operates differently. Damn. Black-robed man. The remarkably large man wears a black robe and half mask, much like the phantoms you encounter in Mare Lamortrum and the recreated Amarat. It seems you have made it to your destination. Nobody's gonna listen to you, dear. You gesticulate wildly and shout all manner of greetings and obscenities. The man does not so much as glance in your general direction. We're a ghost. Oh, so I can't run? There's no running at this time? Interesting. Conversing woman. This is the place. Okay. Oh, is this Gaia? Oh, this is gonna be Gaia, I think. Is this the right place? Yes. Propolion? Judging by the woman's words, this facility is called Propolion. You attempt to gently prod the woman to attract her attention, but feel nothing, and it seems neither does she. Okay, so who else we go to again? We're going to the door. I think we're just gonna phase through the door. Can't run, Jesus. You suspect this door leads outside, but how to open it?
Hi, 到着。ここがお目当てのエルプスだよ。おや、あなたは直接いらっしゃるのは珍しいですね。何かご用事ですか？うん、ちょっとね。しばらく滞在させてもらうけど、問題ないかな。
What? Wait, the voice sounded the same. Familiar stranger.
もちろん。通例通り、外か
Oh,
ら
it
の
is the
来
same.
客者
I
だと
think it's the
わか
same
るよ
voice actor.
仮面は外していただきたいですが。
Besties. Kindly remove your masks. Okay. Is it gonna be Emmett Sect?
身元など仮面をつけたままでもすぐわか
Emmett
る
Sect
だろうね。
and Ellie Divas.
まあ君の場合はね。
Oh, it's Hades. Okay.
だけど規則には従ってあげないと彼らが困っちゃうよ。
Oh, that's so cute. It's Hades. Emmett Sect. Cuties. Just don't mind me, wait. Ooh. Well, holy shit, his eyes. Hey, it's there. Ash, no. We're trying to keep that separate. No. I know. It's not hard to see that it is Xehanort. I know. Except he doesn't have that much volume to his hair. Like, this is before Xehanort had his rebellious phase, decided to give his hair some greaser style. That's cute. Their eyes are so nice. I love like the design of it. It just pierces you. This is kind of cute. I really like the bantering here. It's cute. Oh, they can see me.
ほら、薄くてちょっとわかりにくいけど、 魂の色がアゼムとすごくよく似てる。
That's cute.
もしかして彼女が作ったものかな。使い魔だとしたら魂持ちなんて珍しいね。
It's a big mystery we're solving here. His eyebrow arch is so funny.
あいつ関連なら厄介だ。似て異なるものならさらに厄介だ。結論、関わらないに限る。さあ、行くぞ。
行くぞ。
何か訴えようとしてるみたいだけど、これじゃあ会話もままならないね。
You want to pick me up? Can you pick me up?
少し存在を補強してあげなよ。
Oh, this is gonna give us Aether?
どうせ魔力が余ってるでしょ。
The fact that Hiroki Takahashi voiced Joey Wheeler, Ryu in Street Fighter Emmett Sec makes you laugh.
お前、人を何だと思ってるんだ。
A well-rounded voice actor, we love that, don't we?
もちろん善良なる親友だとも。こうして遠路はるばる付き合ってるんだから、頼みの一つくらい聞いてくれるに違いない。
He's like, God, yeah. He's always looks perpetually annoyed with that eyebrow arch.
おい、目を閉じていろ。さもないと酔うぞ。
Uh-oh.
もう目を開けてもいいぞ。
I'm solid again. I'm no longer gas. Oh, and I'm actually a decent size with them. Well, ish.
待って、ちょっとまだ小さくないかい？
Highest VO voiced one of your favorite motocross frontiers. He also does Akechi and Persona. I don't know Persona. I'm small.
頭部の大きさからしてこんなところだろう。これ以上だと圧が強すぎる。
なるほど。
Oh, this is cute.
ということで、はじめまして。私はヒトロダエウス、創造物管理局の局長さ。隣にいるのがエメトセルク。正真正銘14人委員会の一員だよ。君の名前は？言葉。いいね。会話ができるなんて優秀だ。私もそう呼ばせてもらうとするよ。それで君はどこから来たの？あれだけ不安定だったんだ。ここで想像されたものではなさそうだけど。わからない、あるいは答えられないのかな。
Oh, we don't want to spoil anything.
よし、じゃあ質問を変えてしまおう。君はどうしてここへ？何をしたいんだい
I want to learn about Elpis. And I want to know about Hermes. Let's do Hermes. We do need to look about Hermes.
驚いた。私たちと同じだなんて。
Birds of a feather.
ねえ、やっぱりアゼムの使い魔なんじゃない？本当は一緒に来たかったとか。
もしそうだったら自力で乗り込んでくるだろう、あいつの場合。
おっしゃる通りで。失礼したね。私たちは魂の色が見えるんだけど、君のそれが友人の色によく似ていてさ。加えて目的まで一緒だったものだから早合点してしまったんだ。
Thinking I was a nasty little bug.
私たちはここの所長であるヘルメスと話をしに来た。加えて彼の働きぶりを知るためエルピスを見学したいんだ。厳密にはそれはエメトセルクの目的で、私はただの案内役なんだけど。ということで、よかったら君も一緒に来ないかい？勘違いのお詫びに案内するよ。
おい、そんな素性も得体も知れないものを公務に連れて行けるわけがないだろ
う。いいじゃない。怪しいと思うなら余計にそばに置いて見ておかないと。
Take me with you. Put me in your pocket. Well, technically we're not pocket sized.
それに不思議な生き物を連れているなんてここじゃむしろ当たり前さ。
Oh, that's so cute.
ようこそ創造生物たちの実験場、空の果てのエルプスへ。
Oh wow. World Sundered Elpis. Holy shit. This is so cool. It's so beautiful. Oh look, it's Heidelin and the dog.
この気配。
Doggy. Oh, this is Exalatos. Oh my goodness, look at how chunky they are. Oh, it's the little boy with the blue, the harpy. That is a high-pitched voice, holy shit. They look like little, like, fat sausages. My god. Oh, Hobo from Zozo, thank you so much for the follow.
どんな事実が待っているやらだ。
Like this big tree here is like the tree of Eden. It literally is like an area of Eden. On your bar to Elpis, the moment zone, serenading nobody. Oh no, Ash, you gotta serenade. Wow, this place. Can I go in actually now to actually tune to it now? Can I do that? Oh no, I can't do that shit. Okay. We cannot do that. Okay, does this have... So there is an Aether current thing here. Okay. I'm gonna go run around now. Oh wait, actually let me change my reaper so I can get the XP. If you need to collect them, I can help. Oh, thank you, Ash. I appreciate it. Let me get all that XP, though. I need the XP. I'm just gonna run around. This place is so cool. Oh, Ash, is this where we get the islands, or is that another thing? Like the animal islands. It's probably here, right? That is one big butterfly. The island thing. Yeah, like the Pokemon island of... No? Okay, it's a different place. Okay. It's when you finish Endwalker. Okay. Alright. Oh my god, look at how cute that is, this little flying unicorn. Oh my god, chase, 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 chase. That's cute. There's a pony. Give me the crystal, I need to attune to the crystal, please. That was cute. So, they're friends with all the enemies here? And the butterflies? Okay, so we're tuned to that one. Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Where's my key items? Where is the... Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Field record. Why do I have this? Oh, hi, Ash. Oh, look at how cute. Oh, look how cute your outfit is. Look at your little FFXIV. You trying to finish it? Oh, this one? Nice. Seals. Yeah, seals are a pain, aren't they? 90 seals. Oh no. You got this, I believe. I believe in you. Oh, this person's listening to the concert too. Oh no, they're leaving. You got this. I'm gonna see if we can find that stupid aetherite. It's north, apparently. Northeast. That's a big chicken. Yay! Finally, it was 72. Oh my fucking god. It took forever to reach 72. I'm so happy for the experience, though. Oh my god. Level secure! Yes, I know. I'm so happy. That little bit of traveling bumped it up. 15,000 experience, man. Holy shit. Like, that's easy XP. 100 to the west. Discover new location. 133 north, south, east, west. Okay. 75 southwest. Is it up here? 30 to the south. Oh, here we go. Oh, now we go. We got our first aether current. Okay. Where's the next one? Next one is 400 to the west. Give me that XP. Those are some big chickens. 177 to the west. Up the stairs we go. Is this another aetheryte? Oh, okay. Is this an aetheryte point? No, we cannot. No. We can't sink this. No. Fine. To the northwest. This is a really cool area. Yo, Shino, how's it going? Happy Thursday? There's a bridge. Yay! 100 southwest. It is Thursday, technically, yeah. I hope all is well. How you doing? Happy Friday, Junior, everyone. You scared me for a bit. I'm like, what do you mean it's Friday? I only thought it was Thursday. Oh no, Griffin, don't. Please don't, please don't. No, fuck. Run. I will definitely die. They got winged ponies? They have wings? Ash, please tell me that you can get winged ponies. Or we can't. Good, we're just chilling with Final Fantasy XIV. We're doing the main story quest, and then we're also doing some stuff. Just doing some stuff. 100 to the east. So I gotta go east here. There's a mender and a junkmonger. 136 to the northeast. We're just trying to get as much XP as we can. Yes. For my character here, because I'm leveling up the class. Yay. Alrighty. Next one is how far? 200 to the west. Hope your Thursday be going well. $125 northwest. Oh no, we're not fighting you, Giant, today, Giant. We're getting close. Where is this aether current? Oh, here we go. Yay. Another aether current. Okay, so we are going to another section. Yes, okay, so we got the area. So this is what we can do for now. I think I'm attuned, yeah, okay. Alright, so we'll go to this point. We're gonna do maybe another talking to with, we're gonna talk to, Hythe Lotus, and then I think that'll be it for tonight. I might stream tomorrow. We shall see. And then I will stream on Friday, and then maybe Saturday. I'm not sure though. We'll see. Might be maybe more Final Fantasy XIV, maybe not. We'll see. Let's go up here. This is a really pretty place. I love the sky. Is that water? Oh, what is water? Oh, that's cute. Oh, shit. Okay. I don't think there's any housing here yet. They might probably do it at some point. And I'm sure there's plenty of people who will go crazy for that. This is hardly my first time here, but the scenery never fails to take my breath away. Why, it feels like you can reach out and touch the heavens. Gib Almarat housing. I mean, can you imagine if so many people would go crazy for it? Now, then, to begin our guided tour. Perhaps you already know these things, but for the sake of thoroughness, I shall start with the basics. Use concepts to give shape to Aether. Creation magics allow us to bring forth anything we desire, but be it animate objects or living beings. Anyone can conceive concepts, but they must all undergo evaluation at the Bureau of Architect. As part of the process, living beings and certain arcane entities may be sent here to Elipis for in-depth observation and study. So basically, these are like gods. But that's all housing in general. It described with a long time coming man bloodbath. Yeah, I could imagine. Plus also how the housing system worked back then. Holy shit. I mean, this was like low expansion anyway. Oh, this is interesting. I've never seen this one before. Hydalis is looking you up and down. Now, our friend Hermes, aside from overseeing the facility, he also conducts his own research. Chances he'll be at the main observation hub, so let's seek him out there first. Attire as you are, however, you stand a little too much. Our dearest MXX wishes to keep a low profile for his errands, so you know how to make a robe? The basic concept will do. No, in that case, MXX. No, your whim, your responsibility. You're not getting another thimble of Aether out of me. The way he screams sometimes, you think he wasn't a nigh bottomless font for magic. Well, very well, she'll make a rope. Perhaps you can assist. Come, let us search for the requisite material. So we gotta forge for our own cotton? Oh my. We gotta forge for our own clothes. Back in the olden days. We made our clothes out of reeds. And weeds. What are we looking for? Oh, we're at the tree? Yes, these creatures should suffice. Aetheric rope. I wanted you to use it to capture, let's say, 2 pedalodi. There are 3 specimens here. I believe any 2 different kinds should serve. I should mention the strength of the rope tied, no pun intended, to the strength of its user. As your Aether is still thin compared to ours, so you need to weaken the pedalodi first. Good luck. How as usual. Pedalodi. Yeah, get sucked. Goodbye. Oh shit. Oh god. It kinda does. I'm getting double ganked though. Shit. Oh shit, I've been doing it wrong. I keep forgetting I'm not supposed to kill them, I have to. Ugh, shit, I forgot about that. Okay, we got it. Oof. I remember not to kill it this time. Completely forgot about it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I like the pew-pewing of Sage. Sage is really good. I really like Sage a lot. I focused a lot with Summoner in the beginning. It's so hard though when healing is so much easier. I know, right? But they won't let us do that. Guess we have to follow the balance of nature in the Final Fantasy XIV. Yes, these failure lows will do nicely. Now for a spot of reversion. There, it's ready. It's nothing fancy, but we're trying not to stand out. Let's try it on for size. You turn living beings into clothing just like that. Won't someone be angry with us for using those creatures? Well, it's not just like that. You need to revert them to a constituent aether first. Lest you wonder why I asked for two species. Due to the difference in their aether balance, balancing them allows us to reduce garb with superior aetheric stability. So it's basically like deconstructing a human body into the elements. So it's like reverse alchemy, kind of like in Full Metal Alchemist. Okay. And a good disguise and educated, but won't fool anyone who can see worth a damn. Fair point, but at least it should spare you unwanted attention from casual observers. FFXIV speaks the truth. Even dressed like us, your unusual attire will be plain to see those who think to look. Should someone question your presence, don't make up excuses, much less try to explain what you are. No, simply just say that you're a familiar. The question is whose? Of course, SM's. If you say you belong to her, people will give you the benefit of the doubt, and for any and all outlandish behavior. Exploiting our associate's absence. For her lack of presence, absolutely. Were she here, she would have been the first to propose the idea, and you know it. With that, your story is settled. Let us continue on with our errand. Alright, so I think we have... Do we have to wear this? If you're ready, let us continue the path to Angorisis. The place serves as the observation hub and residence of both. Someone should be able to point us in the right direction of Hermes. Well, the music is really pretty here. Look at our little corgi just chilling in the water, cooling down. Look at it. Oh, alright. I think we're gonna call it quits for tonight. But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out, and thank you for everybody for the raids and just chilling with us tonight. Thank you all the lurkers for just hanging out today too. Let's see if there's anybody streaming. Okay, who was streaming? Legacy is streaming. Sydney is streaming 5. Gotch is doing Evil Within 2. Let's see if there's anybody in the Final Fantasy realm that we can raid. If not, I'll raid them. If not, I'll read them. If not, I'll read them. If not, Endwalker, let's see.
And more vibrance.
It just ran away from me.
Oh yeah. He likes to do that.
Pack. Okay. There's a lot of VTubers. Looking for smaller people. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. Thank you, Dre. Corgi is very cute. Trying to figure out. Not hearing anything from this person. Oh, here we go. Come on. Why is it so hard to find someone? There's so many people streaming this. Oh. There are like so many VTubers. Good night. Oh man. Guess it looks like everybody else is doing a lot of panda runs. It looks like P9s and P10s. Alright, we'll go raid Gotch. Gotch is doing, holy shit.
This Wednesday, the best
yes, I
movie
can't
of the
raid
summer
myself.
arrives. Scooters, damn it! Mission Impossible is full of nerve-shredding thrills. Go, 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 go! It's
So he's playing The Evil Within.
spectacular.
Yeah, there's a lot of ads.
Why do we always end up in these situations?
With twists and turns.
They're still doing another Mission Impossible, good lord.
This is getting exciting.
Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. Tickets on sale now. Rated PG-13.
Alright, he's a cool dude, plays a lot of fighting games, old games. He also does a lot of,
I remember watching you play it.
yeah, he does a lot of Resident Evil too. And he's really a big fan of a lot of Final Fantasy stuff, so. Alright, catch you guys later. Bye-bye.